There we go.
Toast.
He wanted you in 20 minutes beforehand.
Oh, I did not see that part.
Jax is fashionably late. Blah. Does that make you the desirable
You know
one?
what? Yes. Yes.
That's it.
I
That's it.
was
Get
too
sucked.
busy
Get
apparently
sucked.
being
Get
a
sucked.
genius because I completely rewrote and built from the ground up my own digitigrade IK system, so I don't even have to use final IK. I can just do this.
Why am I hearing a lot of squeaking?
And it's cleaner. And watch this. Watch. Here's why I did. Here's why. Here's the why. Right? Here's the unfortunate why. Okay. Here's final IK on Rizzilo's public uploaded Rex. Right? Look at my legs.
All right.
You see that? You see that motion? You see that jittering?
Yeah.
Whose idea was that?
Oh, okay.
That's Final IK. Final IK is a system that was built and designed dedicated to run specifically XSIK type systems, i.e. this. It's supposed to be the thing for this, and it can't even do it, so I made my own. Right?
Bizarre. Well done.
And I was even able to do an additional system that was personally requested from Rizzillo. He's going to consider. He sounds like he's considering putting my system in instead of Final IK for the digitigrade.
Oh, that's amazing.
Because
I have no beans.
once I get it working, once I get the final system set up,
Thank you so much.
you'll be able to completely do that. Once I get the final system set up, you'll be able to toggle it on and off whenever.
Oh, you'll be making
with
more,
different levels of strength.
Would you be making more Rexes then based from this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll be making. Because I rigged this. This is all. I made all this clothing from scratch as well. Because I wanted something that would fit the new rig as well. So. Yeah.
Let's get my hoodie.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, what the hell is wrong with my body? Jesus.
It's being goofy. Da, 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 da.
Well,
So I just need to make like one more tweak later on, and I'll be good to go.
Don't let your kids watch it.
You know what? Screw it. I want to be little. I want to be little Duhey. Oh, my fingers.
Oh, let me see.
Yeah, it's gonna take a bit.
Oh, they look they're normal. That's how they're
It's
supposed
so
to.
functional.
That's so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
Christmas classic.
Okay, there we go.
So I can do this now.
Alright, so, everyone's gathered now, so let's head on into the living room. Please just totally ignore the fact that it's, Christmas themed. Just totally ignore that. I will be turning off the green screens now.
I completely forgot, because I turned world audio off.
I don't
give
want,
us a new
I don't
background music.
want anything.
Tis true.
Can you go? You're making me very uncomfortable. Please leave. Please leave.
Alright, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna turn off my, my rewards and stuff.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Oh my.
Guess I'll just turn everything off.
That means that I'll be able to use the 2D system in order to make sure that they both combine with.
What the f-
Oh, I got this. I got this in the bag.
Fantastic.
2D system. Based on the strength.
Alright, there we go. All the redeems are now turned off. Let's meander over into here.
Okay. Turn on audio.
I'm gonna make myself a bit bigger.
Remember how you said to ignore the fact that it's Christmas?
Yeah.
I turned off the world volume off. You're probably gonna have to do that.
Oh no. There is a
Oh, is there a setting?
Yeah.
Oh, there's.
And
a there it is.
And I'm gonna be I'm gonna be putting my own video on for us to all watch. It should show up here.
Little fucking motherfucking monkey. Ah. I just cracked the case on my little AC unit. My elbow.
Don't do that. Do the opposite of
Jackie,
do
why?
anything else.
Will it occur?
I literally dropped the people's elbow.
Stop breaking things because of me! That is a question that is related to you later! Oh my god.
At this point,
Oh my
we have a scoreboard of every single bit of damage that Jacky has caused.
Or just a pile of items at this point. The bigger the pile, the
So,
higher the score.
hello everybody. Welcome to the interview of my film crew. I'll get them all to settle in, and then I will take the camera around to each one. They can introduce themselves one by one. A little brief hello, and then the next stage is the next stage after that.
You're right there. Sorry, I didn't realize I was giving a little
I'm gonna have to move my.
show.
I can't sit here. I'm gonna crack something else. I gotta get it. I gotta move to the center of my room. Oh fuck. Okay, we'll set you guys down here so I don't crack you. You're my third pair.
Who is the runner? I think I've seen that avatar before. This is Jay. Don't worry, they're going to be introducing themselves in a moment here. Once Jacky sits down.
Sorry, I was feeling a little
Stop
hoarse.
breaking stuff.
Figuratively or physically? Just yes. Okay.
Sounds like you're
Okay.
knocking over a
Okay.
cabinet.
No, that was this
Shaking
morning.
everything.
So, all right. Let me introduce what this is to everyone. Hello, everybody. Duhey the Fennec here, and you're tuning in to my actual planned stream of me interviewing some of my core team members of Team Fennec that have been helping me out with my YouTube projects for a couple of years now. I owe these guys a great deal of thanks for the magic they help bring for the content that you get on my channel. Now, the redeems have been disabled for the stream, so we don't get interruptions. There is group questions that people in the Discord channel can submit, and they will be read after my questions. After that, if there's any additional questions about the stream, people in the stream wish to ask, we can try to do that. But for now, we are going to go from left to right, because that's just the way we work in the West here. We'll have my team introduce themselves. So, whoop, we'll check in here with...
Hello. Kiruno. That's my name. Kiruno. Nice to meet ya.
And what is it that you do, Kiruno? Or you dabble in?
I do so much stuff, but I'm mainly 3D artist, animator, and VR actor. I work a lot with Duhey and Legend, and I'm pretty happy with that.
Legend is also another fellow team member, but they've only ever worked on one thing ever with us, so I didn't really think he was suited for this. It'd be much better if I actually interviewed him about his own work. But that's another time, another stream. Anyway,
Strong note.
moving on.
Strong note, though.
We have...
I'm red, he's gray.
Hi. Oh my god. I forgot the process.
Just introduce yourself, you goober.
Oh, hi. I'm Delirious Jacks. I also make thingies and things, and I'm here on this couch. between a fox thing and a horse thing. There's a Fennec over there, and a robot right over there, and a Pokemon, but not a Pokemon over there.
God damn it.
Renamon's a Digimon. I forgot. I'm sorry.
So, do you want to stab him or should I?
Many things on the internet.
Listen. I'm very good at. I'm very calm and collected, and I'm very I'm gonna stop talking now because there's a way up and pointed at me.
Okay. And next down the line is our my longest serving friend and member of this particular group. Say said name.
Hello, I'm Hot Rod Jacky. Also interchanged with Jackie Clydesdale, as you see, the horse, of course. Horse of War. Do a tad bit of streaming, gaming, day job, 24/7 on call for all sorts of stuff. So, always blessed to be able to help with Duhey or any of my friends with stuff. Side work, helping make VRChat films, doing voice acting, and really whatever I can dabble into. Even a little bit of film work once I can get my computer to accept the program again. But that's not a different thing. And, yes, I am a destroyer of many a things accidental.
Can I sit on a different couch?
No, you're okay, you're okay, you're out of harm's way. Unless I start kicking.
And next down the line is this little destructive goober, our favorite toaster. Introduce yourself there.
Hello, I'm AydeeAychdee. I am a protogen enthusiast. I do a lot of 3D modeling. I help with avatar work, modeling, of course, and a little bit of body acting, and with some more recent developments.
Your favorite protein lord. Choked on my words for a second.
Actually, I'm just impressed that you managed to change your voice so quickly.
No my.
Too
I
much
have a little
toast.
thing I can easily swap between them.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
The only problem is, when I have the warlord effect, I can hear myself, so I tend to choke on my sentences.
Oh, no, that
because I'm
happens.
hearing myself.
Yeah, that happens a lot with me too.
Constantly.
If I do that. Alrighty, and next down the line,
Yes.
we have everyone's favorite local Renamon.
Oh, you flatter me.
Renamons
Hi,
are
I'm Jay.
Digimon, not Pokemon.
Your
I'm
favorite
everyone's
protein
favorite
lord.
Pikachu. Yeah, I don't know. I started helping Dewey about a year ago with some of the projects that he's done. I do some Unity and Blender stuff. Just dabble in it, and I do some video stuff. Prior to helping Dewey with projects, I used to help another creator called International Bro for quite a while. So, but yeah, I really enjoy helping. So, and I've followed Dewey's stuff for about 3 years. So, yeah, it was really exciting to get to be a part of this.
Alright, very good, everyone. Alright, so before I start my line of questions I have for everyone, I thought it would be fun if we could. I put together a 10-minute video of our stuff that we've done. That way the audience can be caught up. If there's anything that you've ever missed, or my team would just like to also just remember what stuff's been done over the years. So I will just shoot on over here and put a link in, and hopefully it shows up. Hopefully. You might have to click sync or something, I don't really know. Alright. I'm putting a link in. Just... Do I have to click? No, that... I think I click go.
Well, it seems to be doing something.
Do you see that?
Yeah,
Oh!
No.
Pro TV. Oh.
So-
There we go.
Okay, sorry. I put the sound up over here. Holy shit, was that loud for like 1 second? I apologize.
Oh, jeez, it's glitchy.
I paused it. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh, you paused it?
Sorry. Yeah, for this first little tiny bit here, there is some, what do you call it?
Artifacting.
Yeah, just
Frame tearing.
just for this
Screen tearing.
yeah, just for this opening little bit here. So just ignore that, it goes away.
Violence.
But yes, this is our Viking video that we did.
You got bread. Hey, thirsty.
Jacky, I thought you brought such fire to this character. And this is canonically what this is Duhey's previous life. You are the voice of him.
Ah, that scene.
And I remember when
With tea, right?
I remember when I presented this.
It's not apple.
You wanted to add
tea
this.
was a gallon of tea.
I remember.
I don't know how it didn't pop.
Blood had been spilled by my blades. Now, in a
You are very fortunate.
that reflects what I am and what I have done.
And then it goes to this bit that was just easily just put the trailer in. It shows everything that needed to show off.
I believe when you showed this, was that the first time we met Duhey?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because I showed it at a film gallery that Legends did as well.
Indeed. I love that.
It was very difficult not to get more than a second.
You are. You're going on a suicide mission.
Having someone actually play a main character role and it's voiced, that made me really happy.
Name's Carver.
It made me want to work with you more, Jax.
VRChat honestly helped me with my
Lord Hammeroff.
ability to handle
So happy to play
areas
that
with
Do you
a
even
lot
have
of
a
people.
plan? All right, Dewey. That's right.
A money shot. Oh. Actually, there were 2 money shots in this.
I think there were just
Guess
so
I was
much
right
stuff.
then.
It's
Hey,
hard to
Space
put-
Cowboy.
And the... Oh, yes. The one where we had Protogens attacking volleys on the spaceship. That was my Star Wars inspired video. Our music video we did?
Oh, I love filming this one. I love filming this one.
I didn't know what to expect with this, but this is like their first time with people.
Yeah, this first time you joined, you were a rolly droid.
Well, yes, I was really droid for a while.
That's Rexa. I remember that. That was my lightsaber doing that light effect across my eyes lens.
Oh yeah.
I grabbed you for this bit. So I stuck this in here to show the range of what sort of works we do. There you go. And this shot was only made. This shot was only made possible actually having 2 others help me out with this, because it's the Detective Rex that actually summons the bodies here. So I had to have 2 other actors hiding while they did that effect there for that.
Oh,
It's exciting.
Oh yeah.
That character was so much fun.
Jay had to stand there for so long.
Her an update. I updated her model so that her blades could actually interact with the photon saber. Yes, I did. Unfortunately, it was only until after this was done.
Yeah.
Because I had the thought, maybe she'd be back for revenge. Want to settle some score? Have a duel? Who knows?
Hang on,
I think this was.
I'm just pausing it because there's an advertisement playing. 10 seconds left. Just spin around doing
Nice
absolutely
catch.
nothing for like 10 seconds. Blah 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 blah. 3 seconds. And that's when the maid found the crusty old sock under the bed. I mean, what?
I told you not to tell the story.
I'm confuzzled.
Okay, and we're back. We're back. I paused.
Before my time, you got I don't name.
Sorry about the
Was that an ad?
Sorry about
Was
the
an ad break?
yeah. Sorry about the advertisement. The ad break. When I next see
Makes
that,
sense.
I'll try to snooze it for 10 minutes. So anyway, I'll play it again.
I do believe
Smash.
the Guardian was the first film I worked with you on. And
80's got the hearts for Umbra. And this was a really fun one to work with you, Kiruno.
With the introduction of Umbra,
yeah, I was
With the
really happy
introduction of
to
Umbra.
reprise the role as Little Pupper again. And one thing I really love doing lately is sword play. Now, unfortunately, VRC broke our wrist, so I don't know if I can do this as well as I did before.
I can show you how to fix that later.
Please.
It's okay, I got you, AD. What's the question? What you wanted to ask?
okay. With the introduction of Umbra, you have mentioned
The angel
that this
hunter.
character, was genetically engineered from trace bits of Daddy Duhey.
Probably
Question is,
probably from the time when the Scrattersons caught him, they captured him.
okay,
It's possible that there's tie-ins to that, but I haven't confirmed it yet.
am I gonna be your mad scientist?
Oh Lord!
You have written me as that.
Well,
Before.
in that
Granted, that
particular
was
project, I wanted people to actually
technically
play
non-canon.
themselves. I actually did technically want people to play themselves, and it
That
is
was like-
it's at best a soft canon video. It's at best soft canon. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
That could really work, AD. Actually,
Considering
I would
you had me
really love you to do
experiment
that.
on,
I would really love for you to do that.
you had me experiment on Daddy Duhey
I think that would be awesome.
for a time before.
Perfect.
Experimenting on that.
All right.
Experiment.
Prodding at this sword enemy.
But yeah,
Had him in a tube.
I really. And this is like back in January or something with me and Jay here. This is for the testing phase for the battle to come. That little snippet there. Anyway.
This is what frustrated Lord Duhey.
And a little bit of voice acting from
God,
Delirious Jacks.
recently risen from death, released from the shackles that was once his.
He sounds really nerdy. I hate him.
And yet,
I don't
old
know.
habits stop calling.
Kind of sounds like I want to
You know,
cut you.
Jax, funny thing, I showed my mother
Never
bits of
left
this,
his spirit.
and your
For
narration.
once he was a vital
She even thinks
warrior
you and I sound
before his
alike when I go
ascension.
low and mellowed out.
To be fair, there have been a few times. Granted, this is like when we first met.
I did a little bit
I
here
had,
with
like, a few
Jacky, but
times.
mostly with AD here.
Getting you two mixed up sometimes. Like I would accidentally call Jacky or Jax, and I'd forget who had the Phantom Sense, and that was a nightmare because I didn't want to hit the wrong person.
Well, naturally, especially when,
Granted,
you know.
that whole situation has been sorted out. I know.
By the way,
I know,
good acting here,
Johnson
AD.
can punch
I
back.
know who's who.
Dewey the Fennec here, and we are doing some live testing.
Pretty much.
Oh yes.
Sorry, just before I continue with that bit there, I
It's too late. I've seen you, and I've seen you in person now. You're a big softy. You'll never escape that in my mind.
I did want to
Shocked on
The
the
train of
outside,
thought has
the hits.
derailed.
I did want to compliment AD on her acting. I think it was you that probably helped me out the most in the most recent film with the God Battle itself. I think you were probably the most prevalent. Jacky did help me out with the start, but then they dipped out once I started to do more on the next day with you, and you did. I think you did a phenomenal job. You had that presence when you stood tall as the granddad. You had that presence, that's really eerie, strong presence there, and I like that. When you were, by the way, that one shot I used with when the nuke comes in, and Daddy Dewey's the one that fired it. Did you see that nuke in effect at that moment or not? Do you remember if that one was the one you saw or not?
There were a few times where it was desynced, but I think the one that I technically blocked, I think that one was, I saw that. So I think it was pretty synced up.
Okay.
I know one of them. One of the takes was really synced up.
Well, you did really well. Where the parts where I needed him to look exhausted, you did that really well. So great job, AD. You're a really good body actor.
It's asking hard for us to be at the epicenter of a nuclear explosion.
And this is testing for the this is actually testing for the. Why are we driving into our chain link fence? Wait, for future film. You got managed to get us stuck like we're making a barricade. This is for a future film testing stuff. I wanted to see if a pupper could use the hoverboard and hang onto the vehicle. I had to throw this in here.
Who's driving the vehicle?
I think it's the same one that played the Valkyrie.
Oh, this is where I was the smallest protogen. I was a wee lad.
I just love that. That battle started getting so feral, you're throwing shit at each other. And then it just turns into this.
Who told you you can eat my cookies?
What was that last frame looking at my butt for?
Oh no.
Put that cookie down.
Kieran is the one that kicked me here, by the way.
No.
Look at that kick. It goes to a head. Transitions to a headbutt.
Why would you use a kick when you can just shoot them? That is having
my
your
memory.
Kick, it does. Having your kick right before that clip is the equivalent of like the Indiana Jones scene where he pulls out the sword and then he just shoots it, and he just shoots him. That was like our clips combined have that energy in full force.
No. Careful now, careful.
Am I done? Yeah.
But I remember this was not the original take I wanted to go for. I wanted to actually do a knife fight in the back, basically. But I wasn't trained in bloody getting my actors to do that. I definitely don't have legends of skills of directing a fight like that. But then I think it was you that settled the idea that, hey, let me just shoot him. Wasn't it, Jax?
Yep. And I'm not gonna lie, it was because we had been going for so long on that day because we did like the trailer portion of it right before, and then we went we did so much of that. Yeah. I was starting to get tired. I was just like, I could keep going with the choreography, or I could just shoot him.
But I liked it as well in the end.
And I went the Indiana, and I went full on Indiana Jones route. I was just like, I'm just gonna do the Indiana Jones thing, and we did. And it was awesome.
That is exactly how it went out in real life. I'm just getting tired.
Except I don't think
exactly
though.
You know what? I think
no,
that was also...
I think it was just like a stomach ache or something like that. I don't remember.
He was had dysentery.
And that time I glassed Jay in the face of a bottle.
Ouch.
I know. I got hit with that bottle so many times. So many takes.
Oh, sorry, Jay.
I think that was Aussie Toaster.
Main character.
Main character energy.
Plot armor.
Yep.
Oh, and a little bit of extra here at the end.
Oh yeah, this was filmed in a world that I had made.
You hurt your throat when you screamed like that.
No, I did not.
This is like my favorite clip.
Much louder.
That's
the thing. I could be much louder than that, but my mic would just shut off.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Thank you for killing me repeatedly, AD.
Okay, calm down. Okay,
That was you.
too
Was
much
that you?
PP energy on stage.
It was you
calm
and
down,
me that
everyone.
were up against each other, right? And then Legend and yeah, you and me were up against each other, and you just kept going after yelling cut, and I'm just like, no, stop, please. Yeah, it was Legend and you, me and 80, and then whenever you yelled cut, 80 would just like keep going sometimes, and I'd be like, no, please, no.
I thought we were told to keep going.
I died IRL in real life so many times.
Berserker roll.
Oh no!
I love
How'd
it.
you fall back like that? I don't know. Jesus, ripped off. Oh no.
Oh, there goes the shirt.
It got to 140 degrees in my room because that was before I had my little AC unit.
Oh wow.
So that's why the shirt got ripped off.
And that's the end of it there.
Oh my god.
Because
the shirt rip.
Only there was more.
There will be
If
more in the
only there was
future.
more shirt ripping.
oh, I didn't want the video to run longer than 10 minutes if I could help it. For everyone's sake.
Oh yeah, fair
But
enough. Fair
this
enough,
actually,
fair enough.
this does play. The end of this does play into my line of questioning for Hot Rod Jacky, who was actually first up on my list.
Ah, crap!
Spotlight.
So let me go
How
up.
are the holes in your wall?
So let me.
How are they doing?
Fixed!
Drywall patch. Yeah.
No, I had to sluice in a whole new section of drywall from the floor to the ceiling recently.
Oh my god, man! Take care of your home, please.
Jeez.
Don't hurt yourself
Oh,
or your
big
house.
Holes the size of human heads in walls.
I'm literally putting holes the size of human heads in front of my walls. By accident.
I'm keeping my thoughts to myself.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty, here we go. So, my first... Oh, I fell down. My first line of questions go to... that one there, Hot Rod Jacky. Alright. We've done that stage. Bracket! Hot Rod Jacky. End bracket. Question 1. May I ask for the meaning behind the name Hot Rod Jacky?
Alright. So, Hot Rod Jacky actually was a name that I earned a long time ago. Mainly because of what I was doing before I really got into PC gaming and whatnot. I was fixing, modifying, and souping up cars. Not only for my own personal, but for customers around. So, it just kind of rolled into it. And, well, it's how it is.
Ah, cool.
Love my horsepower.
Alright, question 2. Do you remember how we met by any chance? I believe we met through Wolfsire. That wouldn't surprise me this latest.
A long time ago.
Probably during a stream maybe of his, because he streamed longer for me, and
in a while.
I was definitely not streaming when I don't think I was streaming before I met you, so I was doing YouTube content though for sure.
Yeah, I'm like 90% sure it was through Wolfsire that you and I met, and he may have been streaming or maybe in a hangout, and you joined it. I'm not too sure, as into like the particular of that, but I'm 90% positive it was through them mutually.
Alright, so question 3. You have been working with me in video years? What? Okay, I bad English in my own documents.
Video years are like dog years.
English.
Okay.
Horse ears.
Let me fix that up. Okay, so you've been working me doing videos for a number of years now, before I even created Team Fennec. As the longest running member of the team that I've known, how would you describe your experience working with me as an actor and second in command of small groups? Since you're my go-to man to help me... sorry, yep, please continue.
As an actor, a lot of fun. There has been times where things have been pretty long and lengthy, and where my work has unfortunately intervened to where I couldn't help throughout the entire process, but that's just in my case. As a second in command, I will admit there is been a couple of times where a little bit of the drill sarge has come out, and I apologize to any of you if it seemed like I was getting kind of harsh on that. It's just how things kind of go, especially when I want to keep production going for Dewey's sake, because the faster we get done, the more we can hang out, and the better the product.
Hey,
so
I admired your leadership.
I believe that's
So,
called a
yes.
producer?
As far as I can remember, Jacky has always been one that has helped me lead people, like big ground forces in my movies. I remember doing one so many years ago where I actually had the Warlord Protogen. I actually played the Warlord Protogen myself, and then Jacky was one of the custodians leading groups of people for me. And we were at war with My Little Pony characters, because that was really cringe.
Oh.
But I don't have that one active anymore to see on, because it's just
nuked in there.
it's confusing to the lore to my current stuff. So way before my Deweyverse stuff. So I don't.
We need like a nuke counter.
A nuke counter.
How many times a nuke has been detonated in Dewey's?
All right. Now, what you actually said there does lead into my fourth question. Do you ever channel real life experiences into my VRchat films? Compliment his acting.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, I actually do. For actually a pretty good example in there was with the Viking video. I have done LARPing with actual weapons and whatnots in a similar style, and I am lucky, but unfortunately I haven't been able to recently, so I miss it. But also prior instances and life experiences, I've been in combat, I have been on Hell's Door knocking, and other experiences, which I do like to bring forth into wherever I can to help bring a more sense of realism and ground it more into actual usable content. That it's not like it's not like you're throwing a bunch of nails on the ground and like there's your formation. I don't see that as very well unless you're doing guerrilla warfare. So.
No, I've always felt like there's really strong energy from you, most valued actors I've ever worked with, and that's why I loved giving you a lot of combat leadership roles, because I know that you're gonna take to that really well and give me a really good product. It plays to your strengths, so I've always thanked you for that over the years. For helping me do that. Alright, next question. I think you got the most questions, actually, which is appropriate because you're the longest I've worked with, so that's kind of how that works. Right, question 5. Is there a future role you look forward to one day playing in my film, such as your Jack the Guardian that you've mentioned before?
Well, this is pretty much Jack the Guardian, although there's some other tweaking. A role that I am very, hopeful to fulfill is that of Bifrost.
Bifrost, I'm actually
that one
very
I'm excited
keen for
to
that
bring
too.
in.
I actually think a lot of the stuff I've done recently with the new film and setting up a lot of lore, even a little bit with my angels and a bit of heaven and all that, has helped made way to maybe even introduce your Bifrost and give it a bit more tweaking and expanding there. So I look very forward to one day actually doing that. And working alongside you to help me write the character.
I'm very
and
excited.
stuff. Yeah. Definitely want all your input on that. Oh, you're right.
Oh, yes. I heard something go vroom, vroom by, and of course, I hone in. Horsepower, vroom, go.
No worries, no worries. All right, next question. This is God, why did I write this one out so long? In the planned film from Team Fennec, Project Infection, you'll be in charge of a small group of Rexiums who may have seen a little bit of the Protogen/Rex battle, but none more scarred than what your character is, and you will be forced to lead your own band of survivors in a bunker in an onslaught against undead Protogens and revived infected machines, while working alongside your old adversaries in an uneasy alliance, who will be played by ADHD. How do you feel about the opportunity to be written as a main character for the Rex teams in that production?
I definitely feel honored, and I hope to really bring forth a depth of a character and not be like a one-sided, mono-colored face. And with it being a little bit more like post-war, in a sense, if I would be correct in this.
Actually, I might be looking into ways of actually how to make someone pretty deep by almost jumping between a couple different timelines, so you see what his life has led up to, what led him up to his life, where he's at now, this sort of sort of rundown, gruff captain or whatever rank assigned. I don't know at this time until I do a bit more research and stuff like
that. Carver's nephew.
I was thinking more brothers at this point.
Yeah.
Listen, we already get confused enough with how we sound. We might as well just lay it flat.
Is that something that you would like to see? Maybe see as a possibility, Jax?
Bring Carver in as his brother? Yeah. I would love to play Carver more.
Okay, I'll definitely take that in consideration. I mean, there are assets that we're going to be using from you
went
anyway.
To the west. I'm from the east.
All right, last question for Jacky. How many things have you broken, kicked, punched, or shirts ripped while performing in these films?
Oh.
Just say yes.
Would it be easier to say a dollar amount?
A dollar amount? One at least for every production.
Only one piece of drywall, right?
Can we make a song about it?
No.
Could we make a song about it?
Oh, I'm a kicking, screaming, all-time teaming with my old friends are streaming here on this little format today.
There's a hole in there, a ship ripped over there. There are teacups in that computer there. It's a play school reference.
Everywhere.
Drywall spackle. Oh shit, I tackled my own monitor.
Excuse me. I'm gonna get a drink, so 1 second. Alrighty, that completes the line of questioning that I had for Jacky.
Yeah. As a dollar amount, I'm probably up to about $11,000 or $12,000 in things damaged and repaired.
Actually, I got one more for you. How many shirts do I owe you? It's at least two that I know of.
None.
It's at least two. Come on.
Yeah, two. But you don't owe me any of them unless you get like a custom shirt and you want me to rip it for your live or something.
Can I get a
shirt that buttons in the front and the back?
Can we get a Team Fennec, Fennec, an official Team Fennec shirt, and it's just Jacky's character ripping a shirt?
Yeah.
Oh wait, you have to make it a rip away.
Yeah.
And anyone can be like,
little perforation.
So it's a button shirt that you can just rip off, right?
Yes, there you go.
Regular Lemon says, I love how the person who ripped his shirt during the film is also the one person with a shirtless avatar. He was worried about bringing his shirts here today.
Yeah, he didn't have any left.
He's run out. He's ripped them off.
Oh my god.
It doesn't
You can't rip shirts if you're not wearing one.
There's a reason why I'm asking work for me instead, because I've bought a pair of pants every damn week for 6 straight weeks.
Oh my god.
Shirts are not off the menu, neither are pants.
So Lag says, I mean, Jay isn't wearing pants. Yeah, but I don't want him to. Who wants random underwear pants?
Why do you think I'm wearing a kilt right now? If my avatar had a kilt, it'd be exactly how I am right now.
Cancer signs.
What?
Oh no, what's the post dropped?
Oh, right. The star signs.
We're foxes.
All right, AydeeAychdee, sit down. AydeeAychdee, sit down. You're next. You're next. My line of questioning here.
They got a gun.
And that's because
With a chair
I've
with
known
you.
you for a little
He's
just.
got a gun.
I've known AD just a little bit longer than I have Jax. So ADHD, what is the first question?
Really?
What?
Wow.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit longer. I actually remember when I met Jax, but I'll explain that when I get to them. So ADHD. First question: what is the reason behind the name ADHD?
Good question. I don't exactly remember all the specifics, but okay. The name I used to go by a long time ago was Kakuna, because before I learned about protogens, I was a changeling from the My Little Pony fandom long ago. I have pretty much moved on from that for the most part, but I still let my roots kind of influence my overall appearance. I still have, horn and wings, just a few other traits.
Yeah, I see that.
Once I started getting into VRChat, there was, a lot of different things I came across. And I knew I kind of wanted to go by a different name at some point, because I was pretty much moving on. And I believe it's really fuzzy. But at some point, just the way of saying ADHD just kind of came to mind, and I thought it was pretty funny, so I went with it.
I think it's a good play on words there, the way it's spelled and everything.
Mm-hmm. The phonics, is that the correct
The phonetic?
the correct term?
Phonics,
Yeah,
yeah.
phonetics.
Phonetic, yeah.
It's the phonetic spelling, yeah.
And I will definitely say, it always gives me a chuckle when people read out my name. Either a few times they don't understand it first, and then slowly read it out, and then they get what the joke was. And yeah, it's fun.
All right, second
You
question.
got me there when I first saw you.
There you go. All right, second question. How long have you been creating avatars for?
I would say probably since early years of VRChat, 2017, 2018.
Oh wow, yeah. I
is
wasn't
when
anywhere
I
near
started
VRChat
making
that
my own
time.
avatars.
Nice.
It definitely wasn't nearly as good as what I am today.
Now the
I
first.
only discovered.
Oh, sorry. It's just that my third question does relate to the second one a little bit, which is why proto-drones? What motivates you to create avatars, and what has been your hopes for them in the past after you put them out in the public to see? So I thought that just relates to how long you've been doing.
Okay, so originally my first models in VRChat were just various things from like Borderlands stuff. Eventually I came across the Sergal model. That was like the most popular at the time, and I just wanted to fit in. It wasn't until late 2019, early 2020 that I discovered the NKD protogen model, or even before that, no. It was before that. Some point in 2019, I just found the protogen model, and I don't know, it just kind of drew me to it. I didn't want to spend money at the time to buy an avatar base, so I kind of scoured around until around 2020, where I found a free base I could work with. And at the time, I just kept experimenting, wanting to learn more, and I got fairly decent with my works. It got to a point where I just really wanted to share my work. I already had 4 protogen models made. And I still wanted to keep some personal models. And eventually, I got the idea of what's something that there can exist many of. And the idea of a drone, just a mass-produced drone, came to mind. And that's when I started making my first proto-drones. I wanted to make something for myself. I wanted to make something that I could share with others. And I wanted to make something that wasn't limited to the internet bullshit of illegal versus legal protogen stuff.
Oh.
I wanted something that could encourage creativity.
Like with the Primogen stuff? Is that kind of what it relates to?
Yeah,
or?
something like that. Like, if we're gonna be honest, this model would probably be considered illegal protogen.
Oh, we're talking about the rarity of the protogen, aren't we? Yeah, that's what we're... That's... Because that was the thing, wasn't it? Yeah, because I was like, super rare protogens have 4 ears and all that bullshit.
6 ears, or they can't have horns, or something like that. I don't know. But regardless, I was very inspired by, like, sci-fi. I was very inspired by, like, sci-fi robot armaments, sci-fi stuff, and robot armies. That's when the proto-drones kind of came to be.
Hey, you did it as a way to just sort of, like...
My brain...
Just entertain your own fantasies kind of thing. That's how it all started. And you just began rolling out different designs and stuff.
I just... this brain never stops working. I never stop getting ideas to work on things.
Did you have hopes in those early days for people will find them amusing and use them and stuff? Let alone actually use them in productions.
I didn't have super high hopes initially, but I wanted to have a way of sharing my work. And I can't remember if it was before or after. Could have been before. There was a point where I encountered one of these Warhammer 40k PvP groups. I actually got to fight in one of the events, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. So that's also what helped kickstart my desire to make PvP avatars, combat-oriented ones. Just kind of get something out there that could work with it.
Nice. Question 4. Can you tell the audience how it was that you came across my content?
Okay, so it was through a friend of mine, John the Wolf. He's kind of...
I remember the one.
I don't exactly remember the exact date, but eventually I got a message from Discord saying, hey, this guy's using your avatars in like this full-blown movie. And I was certainly curious. And I decided to watch. He sent me a video of the part 2 trailer. I think that was the first one he sent me. And I was blown away.
That was the
crazy,
Terminator
large scale battle.
That was the Terminator inspired damaged protogen protodrone, sorry, I did at the time, which was that was a little that was more like test footage. That wasn't a trailer, that was test footage as such. So it was like, here, this is what you can expect to see in the next episode. And then it was part of a much larger fucking thing.
Oh, absolutely. And it absolutely made my week when I saw that. Because these large-scale battles were the very thing I had in mind when I was making my proto-drones. Just these massive battles. And
that tickles me. Though.
Honestly, at some point, I went into vrchat, searched up your name, and sent you a friend request. I had 0 hopes that you would ever notice. But, lo and behold, I signed into vrchat one day, and you were on my friends list. Safe
no.
to say I was fangirling.
When I found out that you were the creator of those proto drones, I was like, oh hell yeah, I would love to take this opportunity to meet you and pick your brain and stuff like that, and you probably want to pick my brain too. I was new to sort of like
For the
accepting.
first time.
It was new to me to seek out friends. Seek out new creators that way. It was new to me. It's kind of like really normal to me now. I'll explain a bit more afterwards. However, I need to know what the fuck is going on over here.
He cracked open a cold one, and I gestured like, "Can I have one?" Not realizing that my wall was right here, and I just cracked my finger on my wall.
You tried not. You tried so hard not to interrupt my lunch. My train of thought. Oh my god. But yeah, AD. Oh my god. I'll expand on that a little bit. It's really common now for me to actually, if I have used someone's avatar, quite a bit for a certain project that I think they would like to see themselves, or even if it's a world. I will probably like see if I can get a hold of them and say, hey, I've used your assets and stuff that you created in this particular project. Would you like to come watch? There was that one in the horror film I did, and it took place in that one map. Archon Apartments or something. I can't pronounce that word. I remember that he joined my Discord and he watched the film. And he was really happy with that. So and that's even how I met Loki, because I used his Viking avatar and he joined us in the next episode. I seem to have a habit of using a avatar or a world from a particular creator, and then I meet them in the next project and they help. They even like lend a hand in helping. That has actually been a pattern that's repeated itself, and that's really cool.
It definitely took a bit of effort not to fangirl a whole bunch when I finally got to meet you. Like, I held myself back to be respectful and not come off as someone weird.
Oh, Jesus.
Granted, I am a little weird, but not like the creepy weird.
No, I get that.
Not like me, where I go all out on the whole Daddy Dewey thing and call you it a lot.
Okay, I got a great.
Go even worse.
I got a great question. I got a great question for you later, Jax. I got a great question for you coming up later.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep the ball rolling. Number 5, question 5 for AD. Were you excited to see me reach out to you? We were just discussing this.
I guess we already answered that.
So, were you excited to...
just rolled right in.
Were you excited to see me reach out to you, then ask to meet you in VR chat? Did you believe... Okay, so we've already answered half this question, basically. The other half of it goes...
I had almost no hopes when I sent you that friend request. So, lo and behold, again,
I know how
the one day I log into VR chat and I suddenly see you in my friends list. I'm like, holy shit, he actually accepted.
I mean, that's literally how I felt with like meeting other people, and then they're like really cool.
Because I know a lot of people tend to be very, very reserved.
Oh,
so
now
this
direct question.
Felt like a massive opportunity.
Direct question from this: did you believe in those early days we might actually team up for future videos?
I don't remember. I know I was really excited if I could be a part of it, because, like, I was fully ready.
I know that by the time we
just
met,
pumping out more avatars.
I would have lost
to help your work.
When we met, would definitely have been after the EAC update, so I wasn't going to be able to make films on my own anymore as such. So I probably
even
was.
If we didn't communicate a whole bunch, I would be easily ready to make more avatars.
Yeah, you definitely always are.
Because I'm already doing it.
I've got.
Might as well.
Okay, number 6. How would you describe your time working with me over the years, and how it makes you feel seeing your creations on screen for the world to see? Now, you probably already answered this in bits and pieces already, so...
It's an absolute blast. I love being a part of this. as a whole. The filming portions are always super fun. Just, getting to hang out afterwards. Just hard to get into words other than it's just really fun to do. It's a way of expressing, I guess.
No, you see, chat?
I cannot words.
Why. That's why I do this sort of stuff. It's the memories you create, not the possibility of monetization at all. I've never done any YouTube video in the hopes of monetizing it. I want to just create content to get my own creativity out there and make memorable memories. That's crappy English. Just make great memories that you can always keep coming back to visit.
It's the friends we made along the way.
Exactly.
It's not the destination, it's the journey.
Number 7. You have taken over the role and character of the Warlord of Protogen, Imperator Apollyon, for me for over a year now. How does it feel to be able to play such an integral character in the Duheyverse, because it looks like you have a lot of fun with the character? I've basically handed over the keys to you.
You ask about them playing a villain character as you sit there like twiddling your villainous hands.
It's definitely... Part of me wants to say it's definitely been a bit influential on me. Only a little. Because, I'm not exactly here to conquer, but it's definitely a plus.
I know I didn't get. I know I didn't
battle.
actually. I know that I didn't actually get time to do a lot of bits to film between him and Daddy Duhey in the last video, but there was already so much taken up a lot of that runtime. So yeah. But I would have liked to, and I'm always open. I'm always open to do more content between them two, canon or not canon. So I'm always down for that.
I will always give my place my all.
Because I am still going to be expanding content over time, because I want to sort of do videos when Duhey is actually a kid growing up. So this avatar will be used for that. I wish to explore a little bit more in that kind of timeline of things. So that gives room for Apollyon to be basically growing his forces again. Because he knows what's out there. Alright, last question for you, AD. On a scale from 1 to 10, how excited are you to play a major role in Project Infection? A story that is going to involve your deadliest creation yet and inspired by your own imagination.
Goes to 11.
I needed to ask that.
11.
I know what it is.
Like you. I crave more.
How you doing there, chat? My chat has gone up a little
I'm
bit.
eager for combat.
I can't wait to see the interactions you and I get to have. And everyone else. I really want to see how it goes.
I already know the character archetype that I will be playing for General Faldron.
I do want him to be someone that understands honor. He knows the value of a good soldier, and he's a warrior of honor is somebody that I wanted to be. That's going to be written in somehow.
Yes. He's definitely going to be the grizzled veteran type. But initially, he's going to be very... how do I put it? He's... trying to think of the words. I'm struggling here.
Definitely well seasoned.
He's going to very much look down upon the Rex's initially kind of a Protogen supremacist.
Yeah.
In a way. Like, he has very little respect for the Rexolium species.
It's through Jax's character that I want to do
bitter.
that he sees that the way he has that opinion changed of his enemy, because I want it to be through Jax's, yeah.
Definitely, yeah. I would definitely say he will you know, I mean, we don't know the main script, but definitely in the end, he's going to learn to respect them. He'll eventually have some respect for them in the line of battle. So much so that he's eager to fight them again if the opportunity ever arises.
You better make sure you got all your circuits right in the line.
All right, and that concludes the line of questioning for AD. We now move on to Delirious Jax. This handsome boy right here. So, Jax.
There you go.
What inspired such a name, if you don't mind me asking?
I actually sat down and I thought about Delirious. Originally, I went by Captain Jack when I back in the what's it called? I did Captain Jack. I don't remember when that started. I think that was probably one of my oldest usernames for gaming and stuff like that. And I think I picked it up. I remember I picked it up from my oldest brother when he went off to the military. He no longer used it, and I was obsessed with Pirates of the Caribbean as well. So I was just like, well, I'm stealing it, yoink. But then over the years, I was just like, I should probably actually get something that's, me, my own. And when I sat down and I thought about it, I picked Delirious Jacks because I didn't want to leave the Jack thing, but I wanted something that wasn't just Jack, or just, Captain Jack, the same, everybody wanted Captain Jack back in the pirate days. So, I went with the Jacks so that it was the same thing, but it wasn't Jack. So it kind of gave a little bit of separation there. And the Delirious part is, as a result of me on a constant struggle against sleep deprivation and nerve damage.
I feel on the sleep deprivation part.
Yeah.
I am sorry.
Such is life. I'm happy though.
Right, question 2.
I make it work.
You must be well known in the roleplay community with your Till Banner roleplay on Twitch. How long have you been doing such roleplay, and what is your favourite role? Creating the stories or being an actor, or is it fair to say a bit of both?
Definitely a bit of both. I love playing as a player and not knowing what's going to happen, but at the same time, I love writing stories and presenting stories for people to enjoy. How long I've been doing it goes back to, oh gosh. I've been playing pretend for all. I got up onto a theater stage when I was like 3 years old for the first time ever, and I've been entertaining in some way or form or fashion. But I guess when it comes to roleplay specifically, I didn't really full on get into it until my high school years, when Gary's Mod was young and fresh. And dark RP, all that kind of stuff. So that's
honestly how I met TJ. Was in Gary's Mod.
Yeah.
That's where I met him.
Yep.
Fallout Equestria server.
You too?
Holy fuck! I missed that server.
So there could have been a time I actually met you. Oh, nuts on a cracker.
All right. Question 3.
Yeah, that was like my go-to server
Salty
for the longest time. Played it for years, even on my old potato PC. With only
There's nothing wrong with potatoes.
All right. Question 3 for Jax.
I didn't hear what you said.
All right. Question 3 for Jax. How did you discover me, and why did you reach out to me on stream that day when I was showing off my film? Because that's how I remember meeting you, was through that one day I was streaming, I was showing some of my film, and you were there in my chat. So what brought you to that chat
So
that day?
me and a few friends discovered. So I was, in general, I've been looking for like whether or not people make full-on video film movies, whatever stuff, and I was kind of curious as to how people would go about doing that, because I've made video content in VR in the past, but I never, like, I was so preoccupied with how much I did in other realms. I was doing design work, I was doing some programming work here and there, I was doing, all that kind of stuff. I didn't really transition back into doing media and entertainment form stuff in VR until later. And so as I was doing that, I was just like, I wonder what other people are doing. And that's when me and a group of friends came across your earliest multi-part movie before the EAC release.
Well, it was in between. So
one of my friends,
towards the end of my production.
Yeah. So one of my friends was like, hang on, pause it real quick. And so I paused it, and he's like, go back real quick to a previous cut. And we looked, and you had been using a few of his models that he had made public. And that's one of my friends, Mr. Fox.
That was the Fur Hub security guard, wasn't it?
Yep. He made the Fur Hub.
It was a good.
Fox,
It's a good Avi, but I guess it looks a little funny if you can actually see Fur Hub security written on the uniform.
Yeah, it's a little less lore accurate for a Warzone, but because of that, I started getting back into doing more Avatar work again, which I had taken a break from. I was doing Worlds at the time, and I got back into doing Avatar work, and and I was just like, you know what, this kind of project needs more like dedicated, like there's no like full-on military milsim PMC type avatars that you can easily find, at least not back in that day. So I was like, I could make some stuff like this. I have no problem sharing that kind of stuff. And that's when I was just like, screw it, I'll reach out and see what happens. And then the rest is history.
How did you find my stream that day?
I had already found your YouTube. So your other socials were just there.
Okay, so you were already watching, and then I showed up, and you recommended that day.
Yeah, yeah. I saw you. At the time, you were the only person who was making long form video content, and I was just like, I gotta look up what other, So I'd seen your YouTube, I found your Twitter, and then I found your Twitch, and I was just like, I'll see how this goes.
That actually is kind of similar how I found Legend, because when I was making my stuff, I kind of thought I was the only one that was doing the kind of thing that I do, and in some respect, I don't really know a whole lot of people that do long. I have a running universe that is worked on as hard as I am. More people are more like a one and done kind of video project, and then move on to a different sort of project that's irrelevant to the rest of the videos. But then, I found Legend, and then after I was like, I wonder who else makes movies in VRChat, and he was literally the first one I found. And then I promoted his stuff, we became friends, and now I'm in his group. He's in our film crew, but he's really busy with his own stuff to be able to join him on our projects. No, I thank you for reaching out to me that day, Jax. It was really great to talk to you, and even more, get to know you after that.
Oh yeah, these projects have been a lot of fun.
Always are.
I'm so giddy that people will go. I wonder who makes like big, cool war films and stuff in VR chat, and that's literally how some people find me. That's like, yes, I'm doing something right. That's what I wanted. Makes it really
because
well
it's
worth it.
fun.
All right. Question 4. You starred as a Viking lord in Journey of a Viking Warrior, Carter in the midquel film, Tales from the War, and as a narrator for my most recent film, A God Time as Ruler. Tell me, how does it feel to work with me in these productions, and do you feel a sense of camaraderie as you've battled alongside Hot Rod as Vikings and rode into battle in the back of a moving truck with me? Sorry, that was.
So, let's see. The remember the delirium part of my name. I do the question again. I'm sorry. I
Well, half of it's not a question. Half of it's telling me what you start as. You start as a Viking lord in Journey of the Viking Warrior.
Has once again derailed.
Carter as in the midquel film, and as a narrator in my most recent film. How does it feel to work with Meanies Productions, and do you feel a sense of camaraderie working with everybody else?
It's awesome. It's a lot of fun. Like I'm definitely excited for more because it's going to give me an opportunity to like explore alternative ways to play like the different types of characters.
Oh, I'm definitely dependent on you.
Not only that I can help provide, but the ones that you also have me play.
I am dependent on you to help me do the Rexes for Project Infection, as AD is going to be the one doing the Protogen side of things. So that's how I split the workload up there. I'd be able to be more accurate about what I'm looking for when, you get into that script writing phase and you start nailing down specific characters and stuff. So, yeah. Right there, Sasuke, how you doing? Hello, white people. Alright, next question. Plenty of folk have enjoyed the sound of your voice for the narration of my recent film. I know my partner has watched my film like 5 times. I don't know, I've lost times how many times she's watched that now. Have you ever considered a role in voice acting before, or consider one now?
Yes, I'm actually I'm probably gonna start working on what's it called? A reel. I'm actually thinking about making a reel to start.
Oh yeah, that's something that they folks do. They do a reel first of like different variations of their voice. And
yeah,
stuff
what I'll do from there though, I have no clue. But I do want to.
I'd suggest
because I'm pretty obsessed about.
I'd
doing
say
voices.
reach out to people who have definitely pursued the voice acting role gig. I would recommend. I think my friend Neil Voiceover has done that before. I can even reach out to him and ask him about has he pursued more professionalized voice acting and what's the process for that and all that.
Yeah.
I can try and help it. He's
out. He's definitely good at it.
All right, last question for you. Who would you rather date? Hot Rod Jacky as the custodian protogen, or as me as Daddy Duhey?
You just had to swing that way, didn't ya?
Get the popcorn ball raise. Ready? Kernels are about to start popping. Kernels are about to start popping.
Don't. You can't do this.
What do we?
You can't do this to me.
Oh, you are in trouble once all 65 megabytes of me loads.
Butter ready.
Well.
Help me.
Well, who's it gonna be?
Hey there, handsome.
Oh no.
Is there a ball around here?
I think there's some in the pantry.
You know what?
I know that
I'm
popcorn
gonna cry.
will be ready soon.
I guess it could just be.
You know what, Jacky?
I guess
I feel like I've got a pretty decent chance with Jacky. Hopefully.
Plus, you've met me IRL too, so.
And we're on the same
you know
continent.
How I can. Yeah.
Oh, you've actually met?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they had a
Yeah,
picture. of
FWA. I literally put a picture.
You gotta show me that.
And they were in theirs.
You gotta show me that.
It's in your Discord server.
I posted it in your Discord. You know
When?
that.
did.
Yeah.
I don't remember this. I get so
like a couple months ago.
couple months ago. I'm balls deep in my work, and I don't see a lot of stuff. My bad. I definitely want to see this stuff.
Honestly, I'm more just perturbed with the fact that both of you are only 4 hours away from me.
Oh, suck!
I might not be. I'm way in Idaho.
I mean, at FWA.
Oh yeah.
Jax, I think my main moderator is. getting a bit blushy over your sound of your voice. It sounds like too. My main moderator there.
Wait, hang on. So you're sitting here trying to force me to choose between you two when I could just be over here talking to somebody. Hey, how's it going? Anyway.
The name is Regular Lemon. They've been my mod day one. Okay. All right. Now we move on to Jay.
Oh no. Oh no.
So, Monsieur Renemon, if that's your true name. Actually, it's Jay Renketsu. Actually,
yes.
I'm actually curious about the Renketsu part. What is Renketsu?
It's a Japanese word, actually. I was looking for a persona kind of name that is kind of unique, and I had to help with a friend of mine who was flipping through a book of Japanese, because he's learning Japanese, and he was just throwing out terms, and I kind of wanted something that sounded like a Renomon. So, and he threw that one out there, and he told me what it means. It kind of means to honesty, and if you use it as a verb, it means to link or linking. You know. Kinda. So I thought that sounded kind of cool, and that's kind of where it came from. So.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. All right. Question 1. Now for you and Kiro, I had a tough time coming up with questions because we've worked less at this point, but nonetheless, I hope you're satisfied with what I've come up with. Question 1.
Oh, yeah.
You came across me because you found my Renomon videos. Did you ever imagine you'd ever work alongside me in films and skits?
No, I had followed your YouTube channel for quite a few years. And of course, I saw, some of the Renomon content that you produced in the past, just mini games. I think you had a charity stream at one point in time, and you had recorded.
I remember there was an exercise.
And I found that
There was an exercise stream.
Yeah, of course, the exercise. Which I think you should still do those at some point. Make more
I haven't done it.
videos.
What you mean when I'm not exercising when I'm shaking my booty a lot? Aw, man.
Renomon gritty. The Renomon
You gotta work
gritty.
more than just the cheek.
You gotta hit the gritty.
Google even knows. Google even knows.
Renomon hits the gritty, and my video gets recommended. All right. Question 2. You're a recent addition to Team Fennec because you have shown promise in being a capable full-body actor. Have you enjoyed your time working with me and learning the ins and outs of filmmaking and acting?
Absolutely, I have enjoyed it immensely because I never thought that I'd get to meet you, and like AD here, I was really excited when you sent me a friend request. I didn't know that was gonna happen immediately. I think you had probably saw maybe one of my YouTube videos a long time ago. I just record certain MMD. And I saw you commented on it a while back.
Oh my god, they're a Renomon. I must acquire from my collection.
Yeah, you saw the model I was using, and at the time I was a little I don't know, I'm not sure about my work, maybe I'm not ready to give it away yet, or put it out there in the public, So I think I responded something like that, and then when I saw your post on Twitter, I reached out, and I of course tagged some of the others that I know, like Casper and whatnot, and then I I had a friend request from you like immediately after that, and I was like, oh my gosh, you know, I was excited. I really was, you know.
That's cool.
Because I thought like there's this guy, and I follow his YouTube videos and I love them, and I was just like, I don't know, I was just excited. I was really speechless, and
See,
and then
with enough
you invited
patience,
me
chat,
on to...
I am approachable. With enough patience.
Yeah, you invited me on. I didn't even know at the time. I guess you were streaming that day, and you invited me on, and AydeeAychdee was there, and I got to meet AydeeAychdee for the first time. She was demoing her spider.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, the spider bot. We were being dragged around a lot by the feet and the hands.
Yeah, and I had a great time.
Wait, was that the first time we met?
Yeah, that was the first time I met you.
I probably got the footage of that somewhere.
Yeah. Probably.
I mean, I do remember then. Wait, was that the first time you met Duhey as well?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
think
was.
Yeah. I think. Well,
yeah,
I think
I was either doing a
invited
dance
me to
stream
go.
or we were either doing a dance stream or I
This
just
entire time, I thought I was like the newest member of the group. I thought you already knew Jay. I thought you already knew Jax.
no.
I thought I was the new one here. What the hell?
No. It goes Jacky, AydeeAychdee, Jax, but maybe not too much of a window there, and then it's like so many, maybe like a year, over a year, and then it's like Jay and Kiruno. It's sort of like how I remember it.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Question 3 for you. What was one of your favorite roles you've played so far? And don't tell me it's being a corpse.
The corpse. The
I'm done. Good night, everybody. For those that don't know, in the last days of filming for the last shots for my film, my most recent film, I had to have Jay lay down on the ground a lot, pretending to be a corpse, and then pretending to be born again as well, because you were little Duhey at the end.
You can't stop me from Family Guy death pose.
That was you.
So,
I'm committed to it. But I am.
So poor Jay here makes an excellent body if you need an excellent corpse if you need one, and then to be born again as well, you know.
Very,
Excellent. Yeah. Excellent
very experienced in
second.
laying horizontal.
Bring out your dead.
No, to answer your question, I liked playing the assassin. I really enjoyed playing the assassin in the Ferality submission, the Guardian video. I really did. I loved that avatar. And it was so many takes trying to throw that dagger.
There was a bit of patience in that, yeah. But we got the perfect take.
I mean, it was like 5 hours. I think we were at it that day, and just taking it one after the other, and it was.
We finally got the
muscles were
good take.
sore, but...
Had to adjust for like the speed of the camera and judging for the speed of the dagger thrown, and then trying to line up the shots. Yeah, that was. I knew that I could do it. I just knew it was going to be a lengthy process. But thank you for helping me get there.
Yeah. And that turned out really well, because I think that was one of your first videos with the use of the camera mod. Okay. Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, because that's the camera asset, the camera animation asset. It's a more recent acquirement in filming and all that.
Yeah, because when I first started helping out,
we
I
didn't
don't
have
think
that.
you
No.
had any camera assets.
No. That's why
You were
in that
doing
video we
everything
watched here,
manually.
it's me and Grandpa going at it, and the camera's just rotating. That's just a traditional drone camera.
Yeah.
Our testing started back in January, as far as I remember.
It's been that long.
Last question for you. What is something you didn't know previously about what could be achieved filming in VRChat and found fascinating? Which I'm probably going to assume what you're just telling me.
Well, I found fascinating when we started doing some of the the testing with the Daddy Dewey and Grandpa Dewey character, I found the whole latency thing fascinating because it never really occurred to me when you're doing a lot of that action sequences and how VRChat, like being how you're in one part of the world and I'm in a part of the other, and it makes sense that like certain actions don't always happen in real time.
Yeah.
So there's that.
So rule of thumb I teach
Yeah,
anyone
and
is you do something, I'm going to wait 2 seconds and then I'll do my action to line up. That's rule of thumb for me with anything ever, yeah.
Yeah, and then watching some of the legend stuff. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry to interject. And it's always really cool when we actually successfully pull off some perfect timing in the end result.
Oh yeah.
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 And seeing some
if
of
you
the
want to
Legend
like
stuff
learn
that
the
Legend
real
had done.
gritty ins and outs of like latency issues and how to combat that, you talk to nobody else than Legend. He's got that shit so fucking sorted, doesn't he, Kiro?
There's a liberty in chat.
Well, I can teach you it since I work with them.
That's it.
Yeah, and there came like a patience, like you had to, like working with you, just with you, and waiting to do something with you, and when you told me to do something and how to react and perform my action, even though I'm not seeing you do it,
Yeah,
until
it begins
So
a
it's
process
like
of
you're
blind
trying to-
acting, and it becomes all about faith at that point. Have faith in what the cameraman can see. Now, see, in a lot of Legends
Yeah, it
productions,
was
he's
fascinating.
hasn't been the actor for a lot of things for a long time now. He just focuses on just being a cameraman, so everything has to look right to him, and everyone who works under him trusts in his procedure, his what does he say? Trust in the
Process.
Trust in the process.
Yeah.
Hey, Kiruno. Hey, Onyx. Why? I believe that was the last question I had for you. Yes,
Okay.
yes, that was the last question. So, Kiruno now. And I've asked everyone else about their names. I might as well continue that tradition. Where does the name Kiruno come from?
Well, funny you mention it because I desperately needed a new name for this Sona because for a very long time I've been floating between so many different names. In fact, one of my oldest VRC names had my old name tag on it. But I asked a good friend of mine, his name is Kizuki. I don't know if you're watching. Maybe someday you'll watch this video. Just wanting to let you know. I asked you, and he said, people know. And I was like, that is so awesome. I'm keeping that. Thank you so much. I will forever respect my good friend for giving me that good name, and I love it so much.
I hate coming up.
It's that simple, but it's also... Me too. I hate coming up with new names.
Yeah, I'm really bad at names. I get Google to do that shit for me. Or I look up something in Latin. I love Latin, so that's easy for me. I look up names in Latin.
Or just make a
That's how
condition I have.
that's how my
Yeah, do that too.
that's how I make up passwords. Let's see, I need a new password. Let's just look at a random object in the room.
That is how I got my first gamer name, and I am internally shameful of that name.
All right. First question. Sorry, second question technically. I'm going to drag my document this way. All right, there we go. So, you're also a recent addition to the team. You are a professional game artist and animator. Has any of these skills translated to your body acting?
Almost all of it, because as we mentioned here and there, I don't want to step on any of your future questions, but everything I do, I went to school for animation, and just about everything I do comes through those lenses, is that all my movements, it's almost deliberate based on how I see the world in animations. In fact, you may occasionally see me stare at something and it's just me literally processing it. It's what I call occupational hazard. So I see things and I instantly break them down in my head of how that can be made in 3D or how that animates or such and such. A silly example, but just a few days ago, I was watching a coworker just twirling a metal pipe in his hands, and I was just staring at him, just like this staring, because my mind was processing how that could work as animation. So just imagine that mindset, and I need to figure out how I need to move, and I sometimes make very deliberate movements just to be sure to give not only a proper performance, but one that looks decent on camera, and, well, as Jay was mentioning, a little thing called VRC latency.
Really good. Like, to see you sort of have somebody that's thinking about that, has that stuff in their mind to figure out and all that.
When I see your camera waypoints, I instantly think, okay, these are almost like keyframes. I should make sure I'm at this specific pose when it's over this location, and I should make sure my movements cleanly move when it reaches that point. So
Legis does a better setup than I do, but no, I'm thankful that sometimes it works. However, if the camera's moving too fast, there's a glitch with the camera which you can just turn off to hide the waypoints, but unfortunately you can't use those as markers then. Alright, second question. Do you enjoy being able to flex your knowledge of martial arts that you've picked up working with Legend? In not just my films, but in any production. Anything that you do.
Oh my god, it's been an inspiration. Like, I thought I could do it pretty well since I had a decent motion background.
Alright, okay. Stand clear, everybody.
No phantom pain.
Yeah, I'm creeping.
But Legend taught me how to ADHD, and I just can't get over it. But, yeah, I would...
Sorry, I was just taking some quick photos of the cuddle up. That was adorable.
Getting me hooked down here with a fucking coupon. See how this is? You put me down right now, Duhey. You ain't taking my
Alright, give me a second. I am actually being rated. Thank you, Nico, for the raid of 2.
Why are you doing this, damn you?
Doing an interview mode where... What are you wearing about? Hi, Donkey.
You will not get any sleep.
He's strong enough.
Put me back.
Hi, everybody. I am conducting an interview. We're kind of nearing at the end of my questions. And then I'll be reading what questions are in the Discord, and then I'll accept any that's in the... people come up with in the
There's a holographic dog under the couch.
So I'll take that as a definite yes. You like the flex.
I even learned a brand new kick, but maybe we can do that to Naruto baby another time.
I remember working on the Umbra and Lumen video, and you're constantly doing a flourish with the saber in your hand. I like watching that. That tells me.
I like to. Oh, go ahead.
Well, it surprises me that if you weren't experienced doing that beforehand, because you look like you're taken to that like really well, learning like these like little movements and stuff that you make it look really fluid and stuff. Well,
it takes quite a bit of practice because the wrists and the way things that you hold in your hand in VRC do not match in real life, and you've got to figure out how to contort your wrist and arm in order to get things to look nice.
Yeah, now with VRChat doing another fucking update, does that break any current rules that you've established for yourself?
Oh, pretty much all of them, because you see my hand here, it's like bent at a 30-degree angle. It's not. My wrist is perfectly vertical right now. So everything is...
I'll tell you how to fix that in a minute.
Thank you. I need that. It breaks everything. Yeah, I am not a martial artist by trade, but working with Legend is making me just feel like intensely passionate about just learning some basic fighting and just movements. Like, I've never been mentioned it to you, but I want to start learning Montante, a great sword handling, lots of twirling, and
making sure its momentum is preserved. Especially, you don't want it to slice yourself. So,
All right. Well, we're gonna throw Jay through a crash course in Legends classes, so he can learn some martial arts skills for his acting.
Oh.
We're just gonna drop a random on there, and you're gonna come out kicking ass. You're gonna be a kung fu master by the time you walk out.
Yeah, it's that couch. Everybody on this couch has had some experience with martial arts in some form. That couch needs to catch up.
I used to as well.
I just need more room.
I wasn't a fan of it.
Okay, never mind. Everybody
Yeah,
outnumbers Dewey and Jay, both of yous. We're all teaching
the big
you
shirtless burly horse over there doesn't need to be doing martial arts. He's gonna put more holes in his walls.
I need a bigger room.
We'll buy more guns.
You know what I'm talking about.
Galvanized square steel.
All right.
Listen, I've dented the steel walls at work. It's not gonna help.
All right.
Thicker steel. It's required.
Question 3 for Kiruno. What has your favorite role been so far?
Say mommy do.
must I choose? oh gosh. Okay, so there was my first role was that Protogen, but then I think my second was Lumen. Oh my gosh, can I even choose?
Well, you only played a little bit of that
there
Protogen,
was-
not as much as Jay had the chance to. But I believe
I was just going at is that
you've done Grandpa Duhey.
I'm sorry.
You've done Grandpa Duhey, the Child, and Lumen. So those are 3 I can think of off the top of my head.
They're all it was so fun. I just have a bit of a fun joke with this that, yep, I killed that child. But
Destroy the child.
I love them.
Overall,
I love all the experiences.
Overall, you like the
just about
experience that you
equal.
get to play a range, so you don't really have a favorite to gravitate towards at this time. You just like being able to...
Not just yet, but I might be. I love them all. Oh, I also did Daddy doing kicking a few Nardos.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have kicked a baby Naruto. Daddy Dewey. I didn't realize Daddy Dewey can get a high kick up like
Filling the
that.
role of Anakin. Fuck.
And I'm afraid the last question
Dewey.
I've got for you is: how would you describe your brief time working with me so far?
Inspirational.
Ooh.
It's literally just that one word because I'm always a creative thinker and I want to make things. That's like my biggest passion is making things. I mean, yay.
Just doing it again.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah, hide behind the Clydesdale. That's the normal thing to do.
Yes.
Big old burly horse.
Jackie was just
This is not my puppetkin.
Just wait till I get my
advertising his
gun in
muscles
game.
there. I saw that. I saw that advertisement. Fucking right. Just
I already
look at the
have
rental
mine.
space. This this space for rent.
It's in my...
Hey, Dewey.
It's in
just
my
to let
bed.
you know, you've seen a picture of me IRL
Oh yes.
for the most part. Do I or do I not look like the fucking Papa Jen? Do I not?
No, I totally agree with that. You do.
I've hugged him before. He feels like the Papa Gen.
Personal statement right there.
What'd you drop?
All right.
Yeah, Dewey.
I've got now the next 2 questions I have is actually for everyone. So, my friends, what would you say are my strengths and weaknesses, or at least one strength and one weakness I have in running a team or filming, if anything, about the way I have conducted myself in past lends itself to criticism or praise? I mean, if there's nothing that comes to mind, then it's completely fine. But
It must be telling that we're all having a big trouble on that. What, you
I have a
was
strength
right?
and a weakness.
yep,
I didn't want to just blurt over everyone. I went, sure.
I'm down.
Strength.
I'm down for
You're
being criticized.
You are open to creative thoughts, much like I think it was TJ or Jay with the end of the volleys, with the just stomping and creative stuff that was happening there, you know, just the general muckery happened. And then, of course, the Master Chief opened. Like, being open to those kind of... Yeah, I was pretty sure, but I couldn't remember if it was TJ or you right off the bat. But you're open to creative ideas such as that. And I like that. Your weakness? Technological glitches.
Technological glitches?
Yeah.
Don't we
Yeah,
all?
like suddenly you just...
Not a Duhey. It's not a Duhey film. It's not good.
In fairness, I blue screened during a filming session, and it hard knocked out my computer for a little bit until I got it
I think
on.
I would like to.
So
Sorry, I was chewing on the power cable. I got really hungry.
I think I'd like to sort
It
of
was
like
you.
point out there what I believe a weakness of mine
Fiber
is.
optic cable.
I think it's going forward, and I have been trying to do this in recent productions. Is
To modify this texture.
time management. And I believe in that I'm probably working used too hard in one day, trying to get as much done in one day while I've got years, and that probably like works you to complete exhaustion. And I worry that could lead to negativeness in time. So I have been trying to sort of like make sure I can get things more sped up along, which can't be helped when goobers like that one over there does stuff. Yeah, I'm looking at you.
Sorry, I was distracted with my revolver.
Yeah, exactly that. I rest my
breaking
point.
shit.
Breaking shit, yeah. But no, going
There goes my controller.
going forward, when I do productions that actually involve,
Where is it?
going forward. Oh my god.
Sorry.
So, going forward with productions that actually have scripts written for them, I hope to be able to manage time more effectively by making it so, hey, I wish to sort of see if I can get this sort of thing filmed that I've got written, and because it's more tightly, I got more tightly focused on it with a script. Hopefully we can get it done with like a few hours, and doesn't have to be much more than that unless you really want to. That way it's kind of like you come in, you're done, and I don't like work you to exhaustion kind of thing like I used to. Because I'm like desperate trying to get as much as I can while I've got people there. So I kind of want to be able to be a bit more of an effective team leader as we go forward. With better script writing and stuff like that. But I'm not a really good writer these days anymore. But I'm trying. Oh.
Are you sure? It's pretty good from what I've seen.
I think you are.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that, Kiruno.
Well,
but you haven't been around as long to see the earlier days. I remember when I fucked off and I filmed something with Jacky. I came back and everybody was still laying around on the ground pretending to be dead, like poor Jay's mastered over here. And then I'm getting told off by her partner over there saying, "Duhey, why did you tell us? Why did you come collect us?"
I sang a song.
AydeeAychdee laid on the ground for so long in a particular take. This is going to be in a blooper, by the way. She lay there for so long that I think she said she went, "Fuck it, I'm doing the Family Guy death pose."
I think that's when the bit started, and I've just been dedicated to that bit ever since. If I am gonna die, it is gonna be in that pose. I don't know why. It is not comfortable to lay in that pose, especially for long periods of time. But fuck it.
So, Jay, I'm gonna say though, if we're doing a serious take, we're in the what do you call it, the Sanctuary of the Valkyries and all that. You know, it's really beautiful. It's a really sad moment, but I don't need it ruined to see the camera pan over and you see the kid in a fucking Family Guy death pose right there.
Oh my gosh.
Hell, I landed in the Family Guy death pose for the frickin' Colossus. Yes.
I will have to
I made sure that I landed in that.
From the angle though, I couldn't see that though. From that particular angle.
I know. I figured as much, but
I'll still look out for it.
And you probably won't see it through the camera point of view. Cropping most of it out.
Any of you got favorite moments amongst each other that you have that you haven't shared?
Hard to say.
When we all got to,
They're all
when we all
very
got to
fun
take a
moments.
nap on the Viking shoot, and I sang a song.
I want to play.
Good singing voice.
I want to play that song like at like a family member's funeral. It's that fucking beautiful. I love that so much.
Even though it was only
I've learned more sad songs.
My partner cries every time she hears that
Sorry,
one,
go
so I always got to go hug her when she hears that one.
Oh.
Oh.
Probably for me, even though it was only one hard dedicated day, actually being able to script out a fighting scene with legends, that was a really awesome moment for me, even if my monitor got jugged.
Oh no! Oh no!
I will say this: it could have been way worse. I don't know how that jug didn't explode, but if it would have, it would have ruined my monitor. It would have ruined my keyboard. It would have ruined my studio microphone, and it would have got into my PC at the time, which would have equated to a lot of money, and I would have been out for a while.
Oh man!
Thank God,
Thank God that didn't happen. Oh my God.
I will happily take holes in the walls over that. Those I can repair in about an hour and a half. Except for the big piece. That took almost a whole day.
Well, those are all the questions that I have. For you. Now I've got the Discord to read, so let me just tell people in chat. If you're on my Discord server and you got any questions for any of my team members here, you can leave your questions in that part of my server right now, or anyone that's not in my server, just you can leave a question in my chat here, and I'll try to read that out if you got anything for me or my team members here. But those were my questions for you. I hope those were fair to ask, and I did a good job as a interviewer. I've never done anything like this ever.
Could have fooled me.
Good host, Mr. Duhey.
Well, it occurred to me that
Molto
like
bene.
I've been doing this for almost 3 years. Damn, it has to be over 2 years for surely.
It's been.
Well, even longer. Even before I came up with Team Fennec, I've been doing this longer with Hot Rod Jacky and many others when they can spare the time to help. And it occurs to me like, hang on, I've been like leading groups of people for ages without even realizing it that I'm being a team leader. I never knew that I could have such skills, and then all of a sudden it made me feel the sense of being brave about conducting an interview as the interviewer. I was like, fuck it, this is something I've always wanted to do for ages now, gather up my team and ask some questions. That I've just been waiting till the latest film was finished before I did that. So, thank you all.
I was gonna say that's like one of your strengths. I think is like lately that I've seen, and like when I was helping with the one music video and we were doing that war scene with all the protogens and the Rexiums firing back and forth at each other, and bringing in all the mechanical machinery, the Titan and the droid, and it was I was getting to see you being you as director for the first time, and that was kind of like, wow, and we spent long periods of time just kind of waiting because you were over here at this shooting over here, and then you come back over here and you shoot this.
I try to mentally process things.
Opening fire for the longest time.
I try to mentally process the shoots like days ahead, but a lot of stuff does happen right there on the go, on the fly as well. So I just
Well, it's a strength of yours, Duhey.
Well, I look at
what you want.
I look at everything from a filmmaking perspective and try to go for it if I think, hey, this might be interesting. Give me a moment to see if I can do this with my camera. Now there's a camera animation mod. That means that's a whole new avenue of creative liberty there. So, yeah, I try to approach things from a filmmaker's perspective and trying to make sure the viewer is engaged with what they're watching, whether that's with the story, with what they're seeing visually. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's because I respect good film. The importance of, like, stories and stuff like that. I respect that. Something that Disney doesn't get. Fuck you.
Public.
No skibidi toilet riz.
Oh, for fuck. How's that, puss?
Unlike you, Disney, I actually respect fatherhood. Sorry.
In content originality.
Oh.
Good one.
Sorry, I will take any shots I can at people that are companies that are just fucking just getting to me these days. I'm actually getting more ballsy as I'm getting older, and I'm actually starting to open up and be more fiery on Twitter now. I had a rant at game companies, a couple of game companies the other day. I don't know if anyone's caught that. What the fuck did I say now?
Poor Epic never saw it coming.
Let me see what I
And
wrote.
never Blizzard was in the corner crying.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. So one
devastated.
game
Blizzard
company
was in the corner
goes
crying.
one game company goes to gamers, stop using mods to make female characters prettier. Just a straight up title. Irked me to no end. And then PC Gamer puts out every penis in Assassin's Creed Odyssey rated. And I fired at them going, maybe they should make desirable characters, that way I wouldn't have to mod. So how about no, I like me some beautiful women to play in my fantasy game because it's part of the fantasy. Go back to rating dicks, you fucking weirdo mainstream media. And I don't want to get, I still don't want to get entirely political on any of my things. I want my feeds and everywhere to go to be about my creativity, fun and all that, but it's every day I'm being hammered with more stupid shit. It gets harder and harder to not want to speak out and make you where you know where you stand. All right, sorry about that. Now I'm going to go to the Discord and see what we have written there. Soulless.
Can I make a note on when you say that you're getting more ballsy and whatnot about where you stand with your words? I understand. My work has said, use your words, not your fists, but I still go under the notion of actions speak louder than words. So that's just the way I be. And unfortunately, it's destructive.
Yeah, persuasion and reason.
It's funny enough because
sometimes aggressive persuasion is just a thing.
Which is funny enough because just about a week ago I wanted to take my fist to one of my friend's face, but oh boy did I fucking
negotiations of a physical involvement.
Violence.
Let's demonstrate Newton's laws.
Alright, let's read this one. For Soulless, for filmmaking, do you see yourself Oh, I don't even know if you're in the chat. So I guess you can always check in the YouTube video if you want to. So for Soulless, from filmmaking, do you see yourself delving into the superhero universe if you ever get an eVay/Cyberlinks model? Now this is a character that was created 10 years ago now, way before I came to vrchat and had all the current stories and characters that I have now. This character called eVay or Cyberlinks was a superhero character that I created, a cyborg.
I thought you were saying eBay.
No,
it's called an e-boy.
No, eVay, and it's spelled E-V-A-Y. At this point,
like evade?
Are you saying that I don't have superheroes in my world? No, actually, it's more like a Dragon Ball Z kind of more inspired world than superhero. So, actually, I don't believe so. I can see what I can see myself doing is looking for the right Lynx avatar, and there's plenty of those out now. Make some lovely Lynxes. I could see myself getting one, asking someone to do them up to make it look like my old character, and I could do a type of cameo or crossover kind of thing. But I don't see myself now delving into superhero territory all of a sudden because I'm already very happy with what I have been doing with the Duheyverse as it is and working within that as my playground. There we go.
You know, the Tony Stark cameo.
From DiggyBite, during your production, what program you've used, and are you planning and learning other new methods of filming? So during your production, what program you've used? Production. Do you mean the post production that would be my video editing software. I use HitFilms.
Yeah.
My friend Sketch introduced me to HitFilms Express, which was the free model back in the day. Then I started buying myself various packs, which had DLCs, and I could do more different effects and stuff, which I still use today. I don't use their current model.
Done.
Their current model is what's the term? Prescription. Prescription. Yeah, I don't use that current model because I've still got their older one. It's no longer updated, but I've been still using that one for all this time to do my films. I thought that maybe AydeeAychdee there kicking her legs like a toddler.
Swim, AydeeAychdee, swim!
I have thought about actually moving over to DaVinci Dissolve. I think it's what it's called. DaVinci as another video editing software.
Yes.
These ones sound like they.
DaVinci is great. Oh yes.
Is it free?
I don't know any of this.
Yeah, I use DaVinci like religiously at this point. I've dumped Adobe to the best of my ability.
So is there?
I started with
Is there a
DaVinci
free
Resolve.
version and a paid version or
I
something?
mean, Adobe just kind of sucks.
Yes.
With their
What's
bullshit
the-
nowadays.
Yeah, you can get it for free.
But how much stuff
Yeah,
comes with the
completely free, and
free
there's a
that
lot.
gives you a complete experience?
A lot.
A lot.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
There is a
little plugins
lot.
that are. Yeah,
Okay.
that cost
So-
the full version.
Is that the Adobe?
So I know my friend Foxy Boy used it, and he talked about it. He made it seem interesting, and now I know that you use it. So that was something I was thinking about doing, or just being stubborn and sticking to what I know because it's just what I know.
No Adobe.
DaVinci Resolve allowed me to make a 3D intro from back in my days when I used to do 5MRP before the server got shut down that I was in. We were literally going to make a YouTube series based on the actual series Cops, and I wrote and scripted and made a whole 3D intro model in DaVinci Resolve.
Ooh,
It is fantastic.
nice. Maybe it might work out to do something short in DaVinci Dissolve to sort of learn the ins and outs of that.
It's pretty
Definitely.
powerful.
Oh, yeah.
DaVinci is used on the industry. Have you ever, if you've never
Very
seen the
standard.
movie The King's Speech,
King's Speech.
watch The King's Speech. Because as somebody who grew up with a stammer, watching The King's Speech was just like, oh my god! I cried a lot. But anyway, watch it. It was the entire movie was edited and put together using DaVinci.
Oh, nice.
It's amazing. It's a really good film. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's my one big weakness. There's so many of these video production tools out there, and I really want to make my own stuff sometime, but everyone just keeps saying, "Oh, just do Premiere," and I'm like,
Don't do Premiere.
"Yeah."
Yeah.
I
Get
never
a-
hear.
get
I
run
never
away
hear of
from
anyone
Adobe.
else ever
They've
using hit
shut
films.
themselves in the foot.
I've not heard of anyone ever
Just
using
smear
hit
Premiere
films,
at this point.
I use hit films, but only for advanced special effects on occasion. But I don't know. I can usually get the
Yeah, I can't
get
buy any
the
more special
task done
effects
with
because that
DaVinci in most cases.
the license for that one's just not existent anymore. So I can't buy any more DLCs for my one, which is a real shame.
Mm. Yeah, I can
bugger.
usually accomplish most of my special effects in DaVinci.
All right, next one. Oh Jesus. From Romeros, when you finish filming, do you feel you accurately captured the vision or idea of the fun? Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. When you finish filming, do you feel you accurately captured the vision or idea of the film most times? You accurately captured the vision. I would have to say, yeah. When I say I think that felt pretty good, when I captured a particular
Keep going until we
scene that I
get
got
it.
with you, yeah, that's it. When I say I think that was pretty good, that I definitely mean that. I figured that was pretty good. I got a good eye for what if I see it in my camera and I get a good feeling for it, most of the time it's going to be that take that ends up getting used. During your time helping / acting, is there any character you resonate with or feel attached to? This is kind of difficult to ask because a lot of the time now I don't actually act unless it's just one or two people in a scene particularly. Of course I'm attached to Daddy Duhey. That's me / my father character. My father basically what's the word I want here?
It's you.
Personified.
Personified. It's basically my father's persona. And my father has watched my films beside me. He sees himself in the character.
Really, really big ears.
No.
He fucks.
That's a good question.
He's pretty
Your father
hit
sounds like a
with
good
the
guy.
ladies. Hey, trust me, he's told me stories, and those stories have just basically made that character.
You were on a phone call with him. You were broadcasting him on your stream one night. I remember that. You were on a call. We got to listen to your dad on the phone.
Yeah, and he was.
He sounds like an amazing guy.
Oh, he was really happy. It's the first time I heard him like happy in quite a while because he got a new job, and he loves work, and he's just that kind of mindset. And he said that the person that helped him get that job in the job office, whatever, he came in and brought that lady a box of chocolates or something, he said. And then she's telling all the other ladies there, and they're all like, "Oh, Michael." And I'm just like, "Yeah, okay,
What the
Dad,
hell just flew over my house?
You got the charm still." But apart from that, of course, I love my. I'm attached to playing my character Lumen because it's my dog. So a lot of I make sure to put a lot of care into that. Into
I don't know why, but just this bright red horse just inquisitively looking up in the air is just fucking hilarious to me.
Oh, okay. These are for everyone if wanted. So if there's any characters you resonate or feel attached to, I gotta say, Kiruno, I loved you playing the child. I feel like I want to tear up every time I see the little kid run to grab Daddy's leg, and I'm like, oh no, God, that's too much for me.
When I saw it, I couldn't believe that it looked that good. But, once again, that was just me trying to say, okay, what will look good? And I put my all into making it, every single movement, just to,
I liked
that
that in one of the shots, just before the little run, he looks like he gasps. He stammers back with a gasp. I thought that was really good, too.
Yes, that was
Especially when
specifically
trying to match the...
Oh, sorry, yep.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm
Especially
done. Go ahead.
the moments where you manage to, when you, myself included, when you properly match up the gestures to apply the right facial expressions. Because holy moly, does applying correct facial expressions really help sell it?
Yes, I agree.
I spent a good 15 minutes or something before we made this shoot just figuring out how that avatar's facial expressions work so I can at least try to get it right.
I personally almost always have this avatar face mirror in my peripherals at all time.
Yep.
So I know exactly what expressions I'm doing to kind of help with those situations.
Has there been any time during production that you have been surprised? Well, I gotta say, yeah, if I think something I wasn't sure if it was going to work out actually does, and it looks really good, hell yeah, I'm surprised. Like the truck jumping over the cliff, and I'm thinking, can I really make this work? What is it going to take for this to look as good as I can get it? And when the results are damn good, it's like I'm surprised. I'm sure that surprises a lot of you too, to see, because you're the ones who don't get to see it until its final release, or when I do a showing, then it's like, oh wow, so that's how that came out. So I bet you're always surprised with how a lot of the stuff comes out.
Every single take, I'm like, I could have done this better, but now you're like, oh no, we're good, we're done.
Same here.
What is the most memorable moment of working on these projects? Definitely the time that I have with everyone while I can, and making just some really interesting stories and action sequences and stuff, and just learning about how to push what can be done in VR chat itself without having to rely too much on special effects afterwards, because I love doing that. So that's for me. What about yous? I'll just ask again. Has there been any time during production of... No, wait, sorry. What is the most memorable moment of working on these projects? That was the question.
If
That's
I
a
really
tricky
had to
one.
say, number one, most memorable for me was the first time I worked with you, and I just saw you throw a freaking nuke at us. I'm like, oh, I love this. And when it comes to more recent stuff,
It's like throwing in the deep water.
Suffice to
Okay, I'm
say,
gonna blind your senses with a fucking nuclear bomb. Have fun with that. If you survive this, you're in.
First debut.
the most memorable for me recently was just playing the child for those few times because I just, how do you even put it? I can't even put it into words, but let's just say I was really happy to get those takes taken with you, and
Yeah.
memorable to me for sure.
This is gonna probably jog your distant memory. The very first little snippet I helped you with in the gray stallion that I had
Hmm.
from so long ago. It was in the golf world.
Golf world.
Here.
What did we do? What did we do in the golf world?
With this avatar right here.
This is weird.
I remember stabbing you in
Sorry,
the
I
butt.
made an involuntary
I'm somehow
noise.
uncomfortable.
I remember stabbing you in the butt in that avatar in Murder 4. And it didn't do anything because it was too fucking thick.
Clydesdale thighs are saving these lives, but no. You had it was to a sound, and it was, well, you're probably wondering how I got here. And it was literally in the golf world, I was lining up a shot, and it was an upward-facing camera with you doing a thumbs up, looking at my ass in this avatar.
The stuff that I still do today.
Yes.
Weird.
This ass right here. And the picture was me holding you up against the wall.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I feel like
Yes.
looking at Jacky in this
I
particular
looked.
model,
We saw where those
I
eyes were
looked.
looking.
but I
What are
feel
you
like
gonna do
a
about it?
baby reacting to
I was
their dad after shaving. Something feels very off about this.
Here's the thing.
Something feels
This
very
thing would
off.
be- I reworked this actual sizes on this model to be more Clydesdale or like body, like strongman-esque, because if you know this model in person, it's very e-boy Twinkie.
It wouldn't look
So
flat.
I'm very happy to be in something that actually is more
I think
portrayed properly.
I think it's like the face shape.
The face,
Like with it
yes.
Yeah,
I tried to
very
model
much
it on
those
an
kind of
actual giraffe
vibes
horse.
Are what I got from that model. Something just felt off.
Sorry, anyone else with memories, that favorite memory from doing this stuff? Anyone else?
I always find it fascinating that you managed to make things work, and you find these worlds, like we find these worlds, sometimes you find them, sometimes we happen to be in something and then you pick up on it, and we go there and you're like, we managed to make something in these worlds, and it's like I've always found it fascinating that we rely pretty much on other people to create these worlds and create assets and stuff like that in them, and then of course avatars that also contribute to that. So I've always found that fascinating. I think the what was that, the kobold world
Kobold.
with the little kobolds, yeah, that you did a film. You don't.
Oh! The
It
space
was-
station one. The
it
space
was-
station one.
Yes, yeah, and I said that this world's like that exists, and they have all these critters or assets just
The
all
wild
over.
raptors.
Yeah, little well
Yeah,
raptors.
and
Yeah, Ring City Stell.
Ring
I love
City
that map.
style. Yes, I was trying to think of the name of it, but yeah. And I don't know, I think you joined on me that one day, and I was in there with some friends, and we were just...
Yeah, I remember that.
You found all those little
Yeah.
kobolds, like, fascinating, running around the place. And,
Well, I
and then
turned
you
into
had
a
this
kobold and I
idea,
started
like, you
mothering them. I
wanted
wanted to collect them all. My children come to me.
exactly. It's just like we take
Gotta
a
catch 'em
little
all.
thing like that, and you make an idea out of it, and then it becomes a film.
About
And then
about a year later, but yeah, it worked its way into a film.
Yeah.
There have been a few intrusive thoughts to make a ravaged version of the Weld Raptors, but they are too precious. They will not become infected. Out of principle, I will not.
Okay, next question. How does it feel to act out the scenes versus watching the final product? How does it feel to act out scenes versus...
Tiring, rewarding.
That's actually a pretty solid answer.
Just like making models.
Anxiety.
It's a painful process.
Just like video editing for
the
hours and
result
hours
is
and
so
hours
worth
on
it.
end because I can do that. I don't know why I do it, but I do it.
It's addicting.
Yeah,
Yes.
because you're looking
wanna
forward
see
to
it through.
you're looking forward to that end result, and for me, that's not monetization. That's the joy that I hear from the people that love watching my content and they get to see the result of their hard work in these productions themselves. And what I do with it, I love that anticipation and just that feeling.
It's a curse, but a blessing.
Anticipation, anxiety, having just to, did I do this right? Did it look good? And finally seeing it like, oh, yes!
Stop.
I do believe this next question. I do believe this next one was already answered. I do believe this next question was already answered in our journey here to talk about everything. Truth, 1 out of 10, how would you rate the experience of working on these projects? Which I've already basically have asked each and every one of you about that already, so we don't have to go too deep on that.
I am not going to ravage the Weld Raptors.
Would you encourage others to do so?
Sorry, I was
if they
looking at
could?
chat.
Would you encourage others to do so if they would?
Okay.
Oh, I'm always looking for new people
it
that
just
would love
now
to come
clicked
join on these projects
how
and
that sounds.
have a good time.
I'm referring to the Ravagers. The Ravaged Infected.
Is
Sounds
chat
interrupting.
being wild? And I wasn't invited. Come on,
looking
guys!
at
Like,
chat.
get me in on this
You
action.
ravaged the Weld-
Sorry, I got excited.
TJ goes, AD, if you ravage the Well Raptors, I will destroy you. What if I pay her?
I have no intention of doing so.
What if I pay him with monies? We
The
can
closest
always
I'm gonna do
infect more.
with the Weld Raptors.
We can always
closest
infect
I'm gonna do
innocents
with
with
the Weld Raptors.
money.
I was wondering when that was gonna happen.
Is make a Beast Wars Dinobot. That's what I would do with the Weld Raptor model. Is make it into Dinobot.
I want that. I love Dinobot.
That would be sweet.
Oh, like Grimlock?
Transformers, Dino.
No, a Dinobot, actual
Beast Wars.
proper Dinobot.
Dinobot.
Yeah, Beast Wars.
The one who turns into
Velociraptor.
Velociraptor.
All right, we got another question
A
from
lightly
Ramirez.
Velociraptor.
We got another question from Ramirez. To those that have done this multiple times or have participated and want to do more of this, what keeps you wanting to come back?
It's fun.
Does that really need asking?
I love it.
I
The
think
money.
I think I can.
I really need the money.
Okay, ban him.
I could easily be making money.
Okay, but I can sum that. I can sum that up as I can
Try me, bitch.
I can sum that up as the experience and the joy.
I was expecting you to be
Simple
on
as
my
that.
lap, not me on your
Simple
lap.
as that. Simple as that. For the experience and the joy.
We'll have to hide somewhere.
From
He's taking the horse for a ride.
who the?
I don't have a saddle. He have to ride bareback.
Oh, why people why? Okay, from why people why? What was the best video that you have edited? Oh my god,
Hey.
best video I've edited. God damn, because it's so I've edited so much. How am I supposed to just choose one? It's almost anything that has done.
Choose your
something-
favorite child.
Almost anything that's.
Choose your favorite child.
How many avatars am I at?
I feel like I want to say my virality video
147.
just for that one shot of the knife going down and doing the camera work for it, and then watching that and editing, putting some music to that, and my energy levels spike when I watch it over and over again.
No.
All right, from Nova Viper Dwagon, why is Jacky so handsome?
Old.
Is that a film-related question or just a personal question?
Can I vote that he still has to answer?
Why are you so handsome, Jacky? Everyone wants to.
I blanked out.
I'm not
don't
really
know.
handsome. I'm built for work. That's what I am. I'm not built for show.
He's lying. He's kind of handsome. Super handsome.
Ah, God damn you, ad break. Fuck you. All right.
I was just watching the stream and I saw the ad.
All right, everyone. While the ad breaks going, just Okay, how long we got this for? We got to do this for 1 minute and. Oh fuck! Oh, okay, 56 seconds.
For dominance.
3, 4.
Assert.
I only have snap turning.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
I'm getting
40 more seconds. Don't worry. This is my scheme of how I make money on here on Twitch. Is that we just spin here. We talk about a bunch of whatever. It doesn't really matter at all whatsoever. Keep doing this, blah 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 blah, and then when the 25 seconds is up, then all of a sudden we talk about something sussy,
See,
making it
this is
seem
why I
as
chose
if
an easy task.
the audience is missing out on something that was really sussly talked about, and you'll only get to know that if you pay for a sub. This is my ultimate scheme I've come up with. We got 8 more seconds. I got to come up with something sussy. 5 more seconds.
And this is basically what I do when I really want to get a little bit.
All right, and we are back, and then that's when Jay's mom invited me over for dinner, and I said, "Hey, is that Renamon looking for a dad? Because I'm looking for a milf."
Oh my god.
Also, I think I got a. I am so broken right now. I think I got. Oh, hi. Well, hi. We're back from the we're back from the ad break. How you doing, everyone? This toaster is sus. Why is the toaster? What was the toaster doing? What is going on?
I don't know.
Funny part is I don't get the ads, so I hear everything. Well, you're one of the lucky ones. And thank you for the Ramirez gifted tier 1 sub to Sir.
That was like a satisfying.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ramirez.
Yeah. It's very satisfying.
All right. Next question. Oh, okay. We got a couple for me and then a couple for the team here. Duhey, can you describe a moment when an actor or crew member's input significantly improved a scene or project? Oh, let me think for a second.
Gosh, dude.
Poor Jax.
What am I doing?
I'm being bullied.
Can you describe a moment
I would
when
like
an
to
actor or
report
crew member's
this
input
hostile
significantly
work
improved a scene
environment.
or project? Trying to think. I'm pretty sure Kiruno has. I'm pretty sure Kiruno has asked, said a few times how we could do something a little bit better when it came to some action sequences, maybe.
Oh,
damn.
Oh, hey, welcome back.
It
basically mostly involves just relaying to y'all what I learned from Legend, because it's not as hard as you think it is, and it works whether or not you yourself are acting or you have a cameraman, but it's kind of easier if you have only actors, yes. But still.
I'm pretty sure that there's been instances of team members suggesting how to do something that could be better than what I'm thinking, and we've pursued that, but I can't think of anything specifically right now, unfortunately. Because I am the one who is the story writer, basically, for everything, the cameraman, so it's all the director, so everything is almost always my vision. But I know that there have been ways. I definitely know that TJ has suggested, hey, we could do this instead, and I definitely would have said, okay, let's try that. But I can't think of a specific instance, unfortunately. How do you keep your passion for filmmaking alive, especially during challenging times? The fact that I feel like what entertains me has definitely evolved as I've gotten older over the years. I find that a lot of the time, if I just concentrate on playing video games, I start to get hit that low energy point because I don't feel engaged properly. And I get that creative itch, like I want to work on a project, I want to work on video editing. Like, I don't like not having something to edit for like long bouts of time. It's definitely a creative itch thing for me that wants to get my fingers on something and start working. How do I keep my film? Yeah, so
you don't want to.
I keep my filmmaking passion alive because I want to create. I want to tell stories. I want to impress people. I don't want to leave this world without like leaving some sort of mark that, hey, Duhey was here. I'm a storyteller at heart. Here's my story. Here are my stories. Here are my characters. Here's my universe. I hope people will come by. I hope you'll come by. I hope you'll enjoy what I have to tell, and maybe you yourself will be part of it. So yeah, that's my passion. Oh, hey, Chazzle. Another one for me. Duhey, do you believe everything has been done in... Do you believe everything has been done in cinema, or are there still new ideas to explore? How do you... What? Hang on. I gotta read this one in. Do you believe everything has been done in cinema, or are there still new ideas to explore? How do you find them?
There's always
He's
new
basically
ideas.
saying, do you think everything's already been done?
Oh, like all my ideas? Not completely, but what I do like doing is strengthening my timeline, my Duheyverse timeline of events, and even if that means like revisiting, and basically the new lore video was like a revisit of some older, smaller lore videos, and then they got put into this new one, strengthened, and I still have a couple of ideas to put in, plus anything else that I still I come up with along the way too of that. So there's always still ideas brewing. For the team now, what's the biggest challenge about taking on a role?
The heat.
The heat. So physical
thing.
limitations.
And small room.
So for Jacky, it's physical limitations.
I mean, I've helped you with stuff before, and the hottest my room has gotten is 148 degrees.
How do you
Thank
survive, man?
Yeah.
You can cook
Out
eggs in there.
of spite! And this was before I got my little AC unit to actually vent the heat out the window. So now I can keep it generally, unless I'm getting really active, I can generally keep it around the 75, 80 degree mark. Generally. Like right now I got it set to 66 and it's currently 72.
It's
I
roughly
think
like
for me,
This is an appropriate temperature.
for me.
I'm sorry. I was just commenting on that.
I was just
My
gonna say
PC
for
is a
me,
space hater.
it is.
Some portable nuclear.
It's hot in here as it is. I was just gonna say the biggest challenge for me
You
fitting
see,
into a character
Because my PC is liquid cooled, it's really good at dissipating heat. But because it's dissipating all that heat from the CPU, it's radiating all that heat into my room. So
nice and warm.
All right, so you're saying
it's
Kiruno?
good on winter. Not much anywhere
I
else.
was just saying that the biggest challenge is just figuring out how that character would behave or act, and that's a usual common thing, but just putting it into perspective, like, we're often switching between roles depending on what's needed and who's available. Like, in the recent lore video, that one time with the child and daddy, we switched because I was having an illness at the time. And so you just gotta totally switch how you're how you behave depending on the character. The one good thing, though, is that it's pretty easy to tell how Danny and the child behaves individually because their appearance by itself just informs so much of their personality.
Yeah.
So it's just being able to go and switching from one to another, fast, and just a fast paced.
I karate chopped myself in the neck
So
that day.
right away, yeah.
Dewey hurt himself in his confusion.
Oh, now I get yes.
I just think
Give you a nice karate chop.
Karate chopping yourself. I just think to the one video you did where you knackered your foot. Trying to get the scene.
Oh God, that just reminds me of
Wait.
the time.
Wait.
In
What
our
scene
most-
is this?
In our most. There's been a few times I've accidentally.
I remember I
myself come to think of it.
kicked my computer desk for a TikTok video, but what one are you talking about?
That's it. That's the one.
That's the one. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the transition you were going to be doing, it just.
Oh, that was so painful.
Yeesh. I almost busted one of my
Because
knees. And
basically, you see my soul leave my body when I crumple the moment I fucking kick my foot.
The dangers of VR.
TJ has chimed in with hardest part of playing a role, staying dead for 10 or more minutes because Dewey forgot to tell the actors we had stopped rolling several minutes ago. If that sounds very specific, because that happened. Yes, I made mention of that.
Then I start singing Lord of the Rings music.
Honestly, I haven't injured myself a whole lot in VR. There's been a few occasions where I accidentally hit a wall or something. But definitely not as bad as our most recent film when we were filming for God's Time is Ruler. There was a scene where we were all firing upon Grandpa duty. And I had the idea, there's this crater right next to me. If I time it right, using both my joystick to turn, I would then throw myself into this crater to try and avoid the blast. Eventually, during one take, I forgot to use my joystick, my joystick to turn, and turned in real life. So I did not throw myself onto my mattress. I threw myself on the corner of my wooden bed frame.
No! Ooh.
Oh, AD.
Yeah, that wasn't fun. I'm just glad I was able to get up relatively quickly from that. And I didn't throw myself too hard. Because I think I did start to realize, as I already was launching myself, that I was like, wait a minute, this is not my mattress.
Oh.
No broken bones.
I mean,
No.
I suppose you'd be thankful that my worst injury was not doing a Dewey film.
Thank
It was
goodness.
during a Legend film where I knocked my foot against one of my couch's legs, and I totally face planted and collapsed onto the floor and really hurt my knee. I still got up to do choreography, though.
I haven't managed to injure myself in VR yet. However, I did have to make a role in the servers where I host roleplay with, for VR stuff.
One of my friends who was playing out an NPC part, who plays out a lot of NPC parts, has fallen, hit his hand, punched his wall, dislocated his knee at one point. I don't know how he did that. Hurt his back, twisted his back, threw his back out. I had to make a role for him in all of my servers that he helps act in called Most Injured Actor. I don't know how he manages to do all that, but yeah.
We do have a question
Hi, Zane.
in chat from Chloe Avali. If so, how much damage was done to equipment during the filming? So I'm just saying, if we've damaged equipment before. So, we need to only look
Jacky,
at
if you would.
this one as the camera ominously slowly moves in on them. Come, sit by the fire and tell us a story.
Singled out.
So are we looking for the dollar amount? Because like I said, it's like 10 to 12 grand. As to what has been damaged, well, let's see. Controllers, headset, my one tracker decided to pop apart, but thankfully I was able to put that back together.
The wall. Jug. The wall. The wall. I'm sorry. Continue.
Just keeps coming up.
Thankfully, we were not filming the day I punched through both of my window panes. Because I have the inner pane and then a storm pane.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I have not heard that one.
I have to try and keep conscious of where I am in my space at all times, which is why my perimeter is actually set 2 feet inwards. So if I get close, it glows red to let me know, hey, dumbass, danger. I had to do that because there was one fighting scene I was helping with a friend of mine, and it was I stepped to the side, but then I have to come back in with a left jab, duck again, and then come in with a right cross. Well, I stepped a little too far, and my right cross went crash through the first window, crash through the second window.
Oh, no.
Somehow, I didn't get a single cut.
Oh,
Ah,
Really? Oh,
bloody
you
hell.
must have good knuckles. Huh.
I've done boxing in real life, so that aids to it. I think I was just happened to be fast enough, and it was just quick enough that the glass couldn't have fallen on me very much. Yeah, it was expensive because I had to pay almost $1,000 to get 2 pieces of glass. But
Oh my
This is
gosh,
glass,
man.
Like actual
Furry
glass.
Unbounded, you may have to reword
Crunchy.
your question. I'm a little confused by the
Not
wording
like-
of that one.
Oh, shoot.
Quick, just read it raw.
Read it raw.
raw and
What?
uncut.
What the synth yell
yeah,
had the
get in
hardest
the raw.
time setting up? Do you regret
Never
what
mind.
scene?
Should not have gone
They're
in
saying
raw.
what scene?
Oh,
Jack's,
What
re-
scene?
Jack's
Correct,
regrets
probably
going in
happened.
raw.
Their question is, what
Huh?
scene was the hardest to set up?
oh. I completely misinterpreted all of that, and my mind is elsewhere.
You and I both.
This is the last question in Discord.
Yeah.
Is this where you thought this would lead to everyone? This is where Ramirez, you may have to reword that one. Maybe is this where you thought this would lead? What does that mean? Okay, maybe I can
I
interpret
think what
that.
think his
they
question
meant to
is,
say
Did
is...
I ever expect?
Did the man
Me
just start
doing-
an engine?
Anyway, I think I know how to interpret that question. Could I have ever believed that me just wanted to grab a bunch of friends and go film, I don't know, protogens starting a war with My Little Pony characters and stuff like that? Did I ever see that leading into like me a year later actually creating a proper universe setting and then having friends of mine help me out with that in time, and we make a lot of cool projects over time. We push the boundaries of what can be done in VRchat filmmaking. Hell fucking no! I just sort of stumbled into this, and I'm just like, holy shit! Look at this cool shit we've done together. What a good time we're having and all that. All the interesting people you get to meet, and the friends that you make, and the fun and the journey.
The amount
answer
of
your question,
inappropriate
Chloe,
jokes you never
it's
thought you would
probably me.
learn.
Oh, sorry, I did miss one question for everyone from Zadie. What do you think makes a performance most believable?
Don't overact it.
Alright, so don't go ham.
No melodrama.
Only really what is required from.
Do not look
the
at me.
director.
I was saying the to the ham part because knowing how I played my characters, I method act.
Hamburger.
Like, for example, when we were filming A God's Time, I was literally listening to Doomslayer music as all the gunfire was going off.
Oh.
Nice.
Good use.
Lean into
I
it.
thought you looked at me after I said melodramatic, and I was just like, hey.
No, if I was looking at you, I'd be like this.
I'm only a
I was
little
looking
bit.
like this.
I'm sorry, I'm kind of stupid.
VRChat doesn't do well since I don't have eye tracking anymore.
That's a shame.
I think like what
I'm looking for parts.
What Kiruno said earlier, good use of expressions, like mastering the avatar expressions. AydeeAychdee said that too. So yeah.
There you go, mastering
Opening and closing the eyes on good timing. Yeah.
Just.
Yes, like that seems like it's a very
That's why I
tricky
always
thing to
put-
do sometimes.
Chloe, what are even these?
That's why I
What
always
are
put in
even?
effort
What are even these? What are even these questions?
Really getting expressions down.
Okay, hang on. What are even these questions, Chloe? And why do I feel like the camera needs to be zoomed in on Jacky when I ask random question? Who's the crew member that would be the biggest bottom? And then joke question: who would be the first to break a bed?
I've already broken a bed. I've broken 6.
Oh shit!
Caught in 4K.
What? Holy!
Let's put some focus on that.
Lord have mercy.
What do you expect? I am a Clydesdale. I am the horse of war, the Nordic horse. Of course there's going to be damage.
Chaos.
And you know how the old saying goes, all is fair in love and war. Well, half the equation's right here, a horse of war.
Wow, rough time there, Jacky.
Nuclear equivalent of, you know.
As for the biggest bottom,
All right. I would like to ask for anybody to, if you got one more question on your
I
mind,
almost want to say that might be me.
put that out there now. Otherwise, I will start to get things sort of wrapped up here if you don't have any last-minute questions. So I'll just give people time for that. Actually, while we give time for that, how about we play a trailer for Project Infection for everyone for the stream, so they know something to look forward to in time to come.
I'm not a fan.
Why not, lady?
Okay.
Because you want to play your other
My voice
Protogen.
acting sucked.
I think
Yeah.
it was all that was required at the time.
At the time, I was trying to not only make
Oh
a good voice
my
effect, but I didn't have a solid thing for the character. I tried going for like a snobby imperialist kind of character.
It's just a concept trailer, lady. It's okay.
I tried making a voice like fucking Saltspire from the Vermintide series.
Well, how I had my voice, I literally did a double shot of 45% bourbon before the take.
Well, that's
to help get my voice in. And I'm hoping
All right,
I can find parts to fix my pro eye, so then I can have eye tracking for that, because I think that'll help sell it even better. Because I had eye tracking during that whole time.
Oh yeah, I can definitely say
Oh my god.
it definitely is a bit weird.
Pseudo
when
me.
eyes kind of dart in different directions.
Your reports spoke of recovered biological samples among the wreckage, but you are uncertain of its origins.
I've fought enough proto-drones and proto-gens to know the difference. These bodies...
That was an avid from you, Jax.
I assure you, you must be mistaken. Perhaps those were elite soldiers with bioengineered enhancements.
What sort of enhancements leave wounds on a body like that?
Special effects to make a camera.
What is that thing? You tell me.
What's your accident in the corner?
The manner on which the flesh and metal are entwined are abnormal, disgusting, insulting.
This is no protogen. This is an abomination.
If it's contagious, burn it all.
I like that line delivery there.
It appears someone is sabotaging our efforts to contain this.
Commander, we have a problem.
It's me.
The dead bodies we have held up in storage. They don't want to stay dead.
The radio operator's playing written for TJ, basically.
Rexes and protogens working together. I guess hell really has froze over. That line right there is why people think you and I are the same. Froze.
You, me, and Film Shot.
Oh my gosh.
Outperform my expectations,
You seen this, Kiruno?
and we just might survive this.
My expectations are not alive. But you are welcome to try.
I like doing that zombie shuffle walk shot there. That was fun.
But trust me, you're not gonna get much out of me. It's about one way ticket to hell.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited you're watching the movie.
I like this. That looks good.
Ooh.
Look how many people I had that day. That's so cool how many I
Oh,
had.
he got eated.
Love that last shot. That last shot's so good.
Damn.
Meet the nemesis.
There you go. That was our third concept trailer for that one. It's been in my mind for a while now to actually sort of work on that one, but I always knew I wasn't going to get done in a hurry. We need to have assets, maps, a script. Who am I going to have to play these characters and stuff? So, but it is slowly coming together. Jax is going to be doing the Rex Avies for that one, I hope. And AydeeAychd's done such wonderful work of her zombie proto-drones.
Oh, just you. Wait till you see something cool that I'm about to become.
And I think it's going to be an interesting story. It will be the furthest that Project Infection, when that gets around to it, is going to be the furthest in the Duheyverse timeline of events ever, as well. So that's going to be pretty interesting, I think. Nice. No, wait. Have I seen this exact version? I think you've done some work in the last time I've seen this.
Maybe. Oh yeah, it has a thing. So I have another creature Rex that I've been working on, and this will turn red if you turn into that avatar.
Oh,
in fact, would you do me a favor and clone me?
Could you make that work for proto? Could you make
Why,
that?
certainly.
Could you make that for some infected proto drones? For
Oh yeah,
AD?
it's just a parameter.
Contact.
It's just a contact
Yeah.
parameter. Watch
Just a
this thing when I turn into this. Bzz. Oh,
Let me just get my camera.
so I am present, as you can see by my little
Check
particles.
this out, AD.
But if I fully appear as well,
So now it's gone red.
Unfortunately, I lost the files to one of my main infected models.
Oh my god.
So I won't be able to update that.
Oh.
The one with the gun arm. Blender did a stupid and overwrote the file. I could not recover it.
Ah, that's how I caught the advertisement. Snooze for 5 minutes.
Wait, is there an advert? What?
And I don't think there was any really much more questions in chat. Let me just make sure to go over that properly. I'll just go over that real quick properly. No questions. Oh, can't wait to help with that film. Oh yeah, lags. We're gonna be needing as many people as we can to play fucking bloody undead protogens. But you can't be better than Jay at being a corpse. That's rule number 1.
Oh yeah.
You gotta train up on your Family Guy death pose, Jay.
I'll show you a picture later.
One of that meds. Getting Project Blackwing vibes. Who's the most flexible out of anyone? Everyone? Ooh, now that's. Wait, does that include me? Because I Jacko pose quite a bit for stream. Does that count for flexibility?
Oh God.
Princess.
I'm shaped like a potato.
I wasn't honestly expecting that.
Similarly, I fold like one too, with great effort. And while
One
my
behind the scenes thing I want to mention for any Duhey film.
sinister-looking sprouts will try to
Number
find the
of
soil,
we fire don't make it into any shot is very high. Our budget for
I'll
bullets
just
must be
fall over and
huge.
be in the dirt very quickly. I turn into an eldritch creature, basically. It's awful.
There you go.
All right. Well, I think that's. So there's no more questions in chat. So I think that's.
I am a potato.
I think that's kind of a wrap up. I would love to do a photo. I would love to do a photo with everyone. See, I want to sit down here. Blah, like...
Mom and Dad are fighting.
I would love to get a photo. Jax, would you like to be horsey again?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, I'm gonna go smaller.
Hang on, I'm gonna just separate these a little bit. No, stay where you are.
I like being small.
Okay, fine.
Blah.
Okay, disabling this time.
Look at this happy family that I have collected like collectible Pokemon cards. All right, take a photo.
Why did
Really
you say it
uncollectible?
like that?
Okay, we gotta take that photo again.
I was just split brass.
Right, 3, 2, 1, starting. Perfect. I might use that for a thumbnail for the video because this. I'm planning on uploading this to YouTube as well for anyone that's missed the interview. Group hug. Okay, camera, come up here.
Group hugs.
Group hug.
Group hug.
Wow.
There we go. We got group hug. Wow. Wow. These are really special. These are really special people to me. Thank you all so much for helping me bring my visions, my creations to life. Wouldn't be made possible without yous.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to be a part of it. Yeah.
For sure.
And remember, we're all counting on you. If you fail, we will all look at you and point and squint our eyes, make you cry a little bit, and then we'll collect your tears.
Why are you pointing at me?
And sip them.
Why are you pointing at me? Point at the camera.
If you fail, you gotta go in the ring with me.
Okay.
Go in the ring.
It'll be just like in
Cheers,
Spider-Man.
everyone. Thank you. Hey, Chardog.
I was thinking Thunderdome.
Alright, I am going to
Mad Max.
end the recording here for those who are watching the YouTube version of this. Thank you for taking an interest in my interview for my crew. Blah. And I hope you'll continue to stick around for more future content, whatever that be. Blah. End of transmission.